What are the odds? What are the odds? Hi.
Pepper.
And 4.
Hi, I'm Pepper Chester, local Cheshire Cat, Necomata VTuber that's in the works of working on some stuff. If you're interested in anything I might be up to or doing, you can find me on my socials. I'm in here playing a Zenki Labradorite, a Kenku Peacock Bard, and I hope you all enjoy this second excursion of the Lost and the Found today.
Heck yeah.
I'm not sure if I should have said it like that, but
I mean, hey, it's fine.
Yeah.
All right. I shall roll my dice. Who shall go next? Zai.
Awesome. Hi, I'm Zyme Site, or Zyme. You can find me everywhere, like Twitch and Instagram and other places at Zyme Site, and then Blue Sky and such at Zyme or Zyme Nest. I shall be playing one Arlorenza teen, the humanoid question mark. And yeah, you can catch me streaming usually about 3 times a week, although Resident Evil 9, aka what I'm going to call Leon the Dating Simulator, is out. And I might have spent 8 hours playing it yesterday, and I might spend another 8 or more playing it Monday. Food is for the weak.
Eat during your game, it's fine.
Also that. But if Leon's on the screen, I am eating. Anyway,
Well,
so
Well,
Tuesday.
Ayo.
Tuesdays, doing little Book Nook streams. Yes, Citric, you're right. Doing Book Nook streams, and Tiny Bookshop, where I get to be the bibliophile that I am and sell people books in my little portable bookshop. It's great. I got a dog named Bailey. Only knows how to play fetch. Wednesdays might be more Onimusha 2, but again, RE9 exists. So, and then Fridays are Fistful of Fridays, where I play fighting games and beat 'em ups. And when I'm not doing that, every other Saturday, I am here with these lovely beans for the Lost and the Found. And then on the off Saturdays, I'm over on Burnout Vaughn's channel playing Baldur's Gate 3 with the Saved by the Spell crew. And then, yeah, Sundays I'm a slep. That's me.
well, thank you for being here. Next
Thank
up,
you for
I
having
rolled Clary. Who are you? Where can they find you?
Hey everybody, it's me, Leon S. Kennedy. You can find me in Raccoon City. I'm kidding. Hi everybody, I'm Punky. I also go by Clary. That's my name. Or Punky. They both work. You can find me at my Twitch stream. It's under my character's name, at Punky_O_O. I have not started streaming on my own yet, so you are not really missing anything. I kind of only latch onto everybody else's streams like Saris or Burnout Vaughn or Skelly Alpha, or Music Thalia. I'm just kind of there like a little like critter in the background, like kind of roaming. I'm also on Blue Sky. You can find me at Punky, PUN-KI. And I think those are the only 2 places right now, probably. I should fix that. But for now, that's it. And I play Biblioteca, the neurotic little freak who's just kind of, figuring his stuff out.
Well, thank you for being here. Next, we got a new face on the channel. How about
Howdy,
you introduce
howdy.
yourself? Yeah.
All right, so I'm Net. I'm new to this whole streaming thing. I'm not a social media creature, but you can find me on Tumblr on Hamster Gal, where I reblog a lot of things and occasionally repost my own art, but it's it's very sporadic. I'm also a contributor on the Non-Productive Comedy Network. So you'll occasionally see me on some of the movie nights there, and also in on Tuesday nights in the Geeks of Wrath and the Writers Room. And you can find more information at nonproductive.com/geeks of wrath. Today I'll be portraying Cardamom, well, you'll find out more about her later. And that's it for now.
Well, we're happy that y'all are here. I'm sure some of you have noticed we have a slot missing. But don't worry, Trinket will be here soon. They had a bit of an emergency and gave the green light to go ahead and start. So they will be jumping in whenever they get a chance to. Speak of the devil and they shall appear.
Come
Fantastic.
in.
Amazing. I stand corrected. Hi, Trinket. Not to put you on the spot, why don't you
Maybe.
introduce yourself and let people know where they can find you?
Yeah, I'm the Trinket Witch. You can pretty much find me on my, now let's see here, it'd be trinketwitchcreations.card.co. Otherwise, you can just find me on most social media as the Trinket Witch or some variation of.
Yeah, and we're happy you made it in the nick of time, truly.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, I had a bit of a medical scare with our little baby here. Yeah.
yeah,
She's getting readjusted. We're getting her back home finally.
good. Glad to hear it. Well, with that, you can find me here doing this right now. You can find me all over the internet at TiXDiXL, where sometimes I post art, sometimes I host collabs, sometimes I do things. You can also find me kind of like Clary, where I'm just in other people's streams. Yeah, exactly, Citric. I am Hyrus. And you can also find me Varys at the Amusing Thalia's channel on Mondays, on Distortion Devil's channels on Fridays, and then every other Saturday or every other Sunday at Burnout Vaughn's channel for either some of the devil or for some more Dungeons and Dragons. With that, are you five ready to rock and roll?
Sure.
All right.
Yeah.
As per
Let's go!
As per how I love to start things off, which one of the five of you would love to give me a recap of what happened last session?
I can do it if you guys don't mind paper noises.
Paper noises is fine.
Oakley doke. So last session, we started off with BB in the bookstore working during a shift. And as they're restocking inventory and also questioning someone else's poor taste in literature, they happen upon a Witchlight Carnival flyer that was underneath a book. And while they know they've been there before, they can't quite recall the details. And the flyer states that, hey, it's gonna literally be rolling into town that night. So they decide that they are going to end up attending it, and they're really excited and looking forward to what that could be. And as that happens, we end up shifting to Zinky preparing to wow a crowd in a tavern with a performance. But shortly before, I guess they were supposed to go on stage, Pixie ends up inviting Zinky to the carnival, letting them know that the carnival's in town. And as a former Witchlight hand, that actually kind of intrigued them, and so they were like, "Sure, let's go." And we learned at that point that the carnival will only be in town for 3 days. Meanwhile, Arlo and Cash were en route to what looked to be like a farm with a cozy looking cottage and ginormous pumpkins. The largest pumpkins, the likes of which many had never seen. And that is where they happen upon Magic Roslov's pumpkin farm. I hope I said his name right. And Arlo can recognize the pumpkin farm, and like she's seen the pumpkins, but she can't really recall much about him until Cash makes a formal introduction while dropping off a pie from the bakery. using what I believe were some of Madric's pumpkins. And it's at this point that Cash, Arlo, and Rosloff get to sit down and discuss why Cash brought Arlo there to begin with, and what Cash is also looking into as far as one of his investigations. And Rosloff explains to them, well, there are some things that have taken place. I haven't heard from my patron in a long time, I being Rosloff, and I'm too old to head to the carnival at this point to look into this myself. But if you guys would be willing to take on this job for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. And maybe you could find out what has happened to the patron, because they haven't heard from them again in quite some time. Arlo also explains to Rosloff why they were looking to speak with them, because the carnival had up and left them by accident, and they were shocked that the carnival was even back in town, because it usually doesn't revisit the same place twice. Of note, we did learn that Rosloff's patron's name is, I believe, Zabilna, and they're an archfey, kind of like the fairy godmother of the carnival, so to speak. And let's see. Things of note: the carnival is run by two Shadar-Kar, Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. You'll tend to see Light. You won't necessarily see Mr. Witch.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, lots of notes. But we ultimately have the party essentially meet each other as a group for the first time in the carnival itself, acquiring their tickets, learning that there were already tickets in a box for them at the ticket booth for some reason, and they weren't expecting that. And then that is when they are told that they are welcome to explore the carnival until it closes in 8 hours, and they can enjoy as many attractions as they have punches. And once the punch cards are up, they either have to leave or figure out a way to get more. And as they step away from the ticket booth, and begin to go explore, they encounter a squirrel and what I can best describe as a treant. And the squirrel offers them, or a sycamore walking by, which was the treant, is dropping seeds in places. And as it does so, something happens to the party members in that space. And if I recall, Cash, BB, and Zinky are now essentially afflicted with a sort of happy melancholy where they're easily amused. And while Arlo wasn't affected by it, fully in that regard, they did end up getting a buff for something later, essentially a free D4 they can use, only for the squirrel to run up and try to offer dandelions for people to make a wish. And everyone except Arlo took one. And after that, having been given well wishes for fun times in the carnival, that is where we ended.
Hey, Zai,
Yeah.
do you have a dive inspiration?
Other than the 1d4 you gave me, nay.
Give yourself a dive inspiration.
Hooray!
Oh,
And we open to the carnival itself, where most of you have just been essentially given
Oh,
the
it's so cool.
yeah,
Sorry.
you're good. Have been given the sort of in the open to being able to explore, right? And to sort of see the different attractions. However, before you are able to do so, before you are able to really set foot in there, I need the 4 of you, the 4 who were here last session, to roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh man.
That's a 9.
An 8? 25.
What the fuck?
Ooh, nat 20s.
And an 18. So, ready and on your feet, sort of keeping yourself alert, Cash and Zenki, you both notice out of the corner of your eye this figure darting past you, going through the sort of center row, right, that leads into the carnival, and you both almost immediately hear, well, I'm actually gonna let them, what do they hear, Net, as a little halfling comes running by.
All right, then. You gotta get me back my stuff. Get back here already.
As what is the halfling darting past them look
Well,
like?
She's about 3 foot and a little. She's got messy brown hair tied up in a bun with a scarf over it. Wearing brightly colored clothes, a vest over a striped shirt, an apron over a pair of cropped pants, bare feet, very long gloves that go all the way up to the shoulder right now that are absolutely dripping with soap bubbles. She's red-faced, she's pissed off, and she might have lost her target.
And as you dart past, I regret to inform you, both BB and Arlo, the 2 of you do not make it out of the way as she bolts past the 4 of you, looking for this figure, creature, question mark, that ran out in front of her.
Hey!
So like full on collision.
Yeah, it's like full on collision.
What's the hurry?
I was just doing some work over there. And wouldn't you know, some little miscreant went ahead and stole my laundry.
Your laundry?
Yeah, that's what I do. I do laundry. Yeah, I know you. I do your laundry too. You're the one with the ink stains on the cuffs.
BB just kind of like BB like adjusts his glasses and looks up and is like, yes, I think I know. Oh, this voice is so hard to get back sometimes.
You can do it.
I'm like a little guy. I'm kind of like a little guy like this. Okay, we got it. Yes, I think I know you. Yes.
Well, did you see where he went?
See where who went?
The guy who took my laundry.
I didn't see any guy. I was just kind of like looking around this place. It's very, I have a strange urge to touch many things, which normally would be very concerning, but it's kind of exciting, no?
Are you all right?
No!
Young lady, is this one all right here? Because it's a little, I ain't never seen you like this. It's always really quiet when you come and drop off and pick up your stuff.
Honestly, I think it might have had something to do with the tree from earlier, but
Oh, well.
It'll probably wear off.
Well, there you go. There's your problem. Never trust a tree.
Yes, but much like not taking candy from strangers, you probably should not take nuts from squirrels randomly. It's maybe bad for you. I might do it again, though. It kind of sounds exciting in like a bad way. What's happening? Help me.
Can I roll something to look at how many trees are in this area, given that statement?
I mean, you don't need to roll, but like, if you look at the map, you know?
So many trees.
Yeah. Trees are a part of the landscape here. In fact, some of them are even decorative. As you start to kind of look around, you notice the trees here that are growing seem to be growing with all manner of twists and turns. Some of them seem to even be deliberately shaped, perhaps even, for lack of a better word, carved or trimmed that way.
Like topiary?
Yeah, just a little bit.
At hearing "never trust a tree," you'll kind of see Arlo proceed to do the meme of hold up a finger to say something and then curl it like never mind. Just
You know what? You know what? Sure. Well, while we were about to do something, we might be easier to find this laundry you're looking for with a few more sets of eyes. Or
That would be incredibly
person
helpful.
thing.
Oh, yeah, I'm not. That's just it. I didn't see who it was. I just saw that they grabbed it and ran. It went over the head.
So we're looking for an invisible person with your laundry.
It's a possibility. I mean, I'm not ruling that out. It's more likely that they're visible. They just got the laundry covering the top of their body, so I can't really see them too good.
Has the
this-
laundry
Yeah.
turned invisible too? Do we know if the laundry's invisible too? Because that would make it a little bit harder to find it, maybe.
That would make it pretty difficult. However, it was still pretty wet when they grabbed it. There's lots of water in there. So, we should probably start looking for like a path of water drips, maybe?
Is a water invisible too?
God, I hope.
Yes, I just want to say it's very uncomfortable for me to step on like wet patches very suddenly. So if I step on like a wet a wet shirt on the ground that I can't really see, it's gonna be very uncomfortable.
Well, then we'll know we found it at least. Ay.
I was guessing being. Well, no, wait. Zenki, how tall are you again? I don't want to say I'm the tallest, but.
It's okay. I'm like I'm 6 foot. I forgot. 6 foot for gore. You can. I'm probably like 6'4". If
No, that's-
anything.
Okay, no, I was gonna say, otherwise being one of two taller folk, I was gonna try to take a look to see about if there were any just, like, bits of wet grass that might have shown where whoever was that stole this laundry decided to bolt off to.
Yeah, roll me a survival check.
I rolled a
Okay.
survival. Oh,
You both can if you would like.
Calling me curious. Never mind.
This makes a lot of sense. This makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So a natural 1 for Zenki, total of 3, and a 19 for Cash. Cash, here's what's interesting. You do see puddles. It gets about as far past, just a couple feet past where y'all are standing, and then it just vanishes.
Well, either they knew enough to wring the laundry out, or they decided to up and fly away. Still deciding on which of that is, or which of those that is.
They better not have flown away. Flown away? One of them. Well, anyway, they better not have done it. That's my paycheck, Yeah, you do know.
You all hear that?
Blink, blink.
It's coming from the ticket booth.
Oh, Nikki.
Do you turn around?
Yes, I do.
You see, and to describe him again in brief, because Net, you were not here last time. You
Correct.
see this little white box with paintings and decorations, very whimsical, all over this thing. And your eyes meet with the very leering view of a elderly goblin man, wrinkled, balding. He appears to be in like a red vest with like a white undershirt, a tiny little red top hat with some orange and red dryad leaves in it. You see like essentially a lot of very bright, very autumn sort of colors on this man. And you see that he's leaning over his ticket booth, staring at you, Cardamom, with a spyglass held up.
You couldn't afford it.
He maintains a completely like unfazed demeanor, but he does kind of look at you with a sort of eyeing look and go, "Well, are you Miss Cardamom?"
Yeah.
You might want to come here and get your ticket before you waltz straight into the carnival.
Ticket?
Ticket.
I didn't buy any ticket.
A generous benefactor has offered you one on the house.
Oh, wait, it's free? Well, that might be a change of pace then. All right, I will accept your ticket.
Do you waddle over?
Yeah, well, I would plot over, take a look at it.
You watch as he pulls out this very ornate little chest-like box, pulls out a ticket, sure enough, with your name on it, and he holds it out.
Dang. All right.
Now, I
Well,
have to ask.
she'll take it, but she's looking at it like, what the heck is this?
I have to ask. As the four of you see these large monarch butterfly wings appear at her back, Cardamom, what are the colors of your wings?
Oh, probably orange and brown.
Okay. Very vibrant orange and brown wings just in a burst of light appear at your back.
She's like trying to look behind her shoulders, and this is baffling.
Mm-hmm.
This is absolutely baffling to her. Are these required for this?
Why?
See, I'd ask the same question, and apparently it's compulsory.
It's a perk. You get it when you get your ticket.
Fabulous. Fabulous. Good warning would have been nice. Didn't rip any of my clothes, right? Gotta fix that. All right. I wanted to take everybody else has got their wings as well?
Correct.
Okay. So that means Zenki's got 2 pairs of wings. This is fantastic. I love this. Now they can fly twice as much.
Well, and with that, the 5 of you all have your ticket. There is mysterious missing laundry, there's mysteries afoot, and this is when I get to ask the age-old question, my good party, what would you like to do?
Well, BB has a question before we continue.
Sure.
So this missing laundry does it belong to anybody important? Is it your laundry? Is it somebody else's laundry?
It's the mayor's.
It's the huh?
The mayor's laundry. You know, I do it for him.
It's so it's potentially rather important that we get this laundry back then, yes?
I'm afraid so.
Oh, I would normally be so nervous about dealing with something so important, but I'm kind of excited, maybe.
I didn't remember a thing about what they look like when they come and joint. Well, not your, but the mayor's stuff.
Well, hold on a second. No, I'm afraid not, Cookie Boy.
Actually,
listen.
I'm gonna interject here, because I would like you, if you can, and if I need to help you, let me know, but
yes.
Roll me a history check.
I can do that.
12.
Press the button. And
Yeah, 12.
There it goes. All right.
Yep. So on a 12, you remember, you don't remember exactly what you look like, but there was something very magical about this person. They almost, it was almost like your own shadow grew out from
Ooh,
behind you and then took off.
wow. So we're dealing with a non-corporeal figure then. All right. All right. So is anyone here familiar with shadows escaping? I'm actually going to look at my feet and see if I still have a shadow.
I mean, there's stories about it, but I mean that usually involves kids and flying. So, I don't think that. I'm not sure that's the case in this particular instance. So,
BB starts making like circles, trying to look like down and behind himself to make sure his shadow is there, but then he like wants to make sure all of the shadow is there, so he keeps like checking.
Yeah, as far as you're
Does
aware, all 5
does
shadows are
Cardamom
there.
see a shadow?
Yeah, all 5 shadows
Okay.
are there.
Oh, don't scare me like that. For a second I thought shadows could just kind of like up and leave, and that would be terrifying. Could you imagine if you didn't have a shadow one day, or like if you looked in a mirror and you didn't see a reflection, or like, oh, ooh.
It would be pretty frightening, yeah. But right now I got to worry about my work.
well, at
All
least
right, so I thought it was my shadow. I don't know if it was actually my shadow, but it certainly seemed like my shadow. Same height as my shadow, at least. But shadows can get pretty big.
Well, I mean, it's time to start. So, and we can go with that at least. We can get started with that. So let's see. And he said, what direction was it that the puddle kind of just disappeared off to?
Just straight in front of you. Didn't it, like, we hadn't even gotten to the point where the carnival actually proper branches out just a couple feet in front of you, and then it just vanishes.
Oh, rip. Okay.
Well, I mean, with any luck, if I recall, at least if much hasn't changed since when last I was here, there might be a spot for stuff that's lost. We could always potentially check there.
See, you're a smart kid. You're a smart kid. I like that. Let's go check that place out.
Kinda.
Sorry?
No, you're fine. It was a silly thing. Go for it.
As the lot of you begin to approach, the first thing that catches your eye is, this is right there, around the corner, next to the ticket booth. But before you even get necessarily so far as the ticket booth, you reach at the front stop, sort of where it branches out into an opening. You see what appears to be a small little wagon with pipes attached to it, and a red draped curtain over top, sort of pushed back, revealing them. At the current moment in time, the music coming from these pipes sounds very jovial, kind of like what you would expect to hear out of like essentially something very, very, like, almost like if you've ever been to like a performance with like a bunch of like very silly clowns, and you kind of hear that like extremely jovial music. I think
And March of the Gladiators.
not quite. I think I even have something that might work. Let me. Nope, that's a little too. Nope, never mind. I thought I had something. I guess I don't, because it's a little too sinister for what I'm looking for. Ah, well. I thought I had something. I guess I don't. But essentially, it's this very, very, like, almost Steamboat Willie sort of very, very upbeat, happy sort of piping sound. And the thing that almost draws your attention immediately afterward is the figure actually cranking the giant handle on the side of this wagon. It is, believe it or not, a rather larger, like medium-sized monkey draped in this velvet cloak. And what immediately catches your eye is on this cloak, there are what must be hundreds of little buttons of different shapes, sizes, colors, designs, all over it. Do you stop at the wagon, or do you keep pushing forward?
I'm planning on making a stop. I'm kind of curious as to what this is all about.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely would stop.
1,000,000%.
It's a monkey. Who wouldn't?
As you do, as you start to approach, you hear the monkey himself actually say, "Spare a button, if you please. I'll sew it next to all of these. I offer nothing in its place besides a smile upon my face." And as he sort of says this, in almost like practiced, a tiny little green goblin with bright golden locks of hair and brilliant eyes sort of waddles up to you, dressed in very interesting clothing, almost resembling a ladybug. And you see,
Cute.
as she waddles over, she holds out like a tin can and she kind of shakes it, and you hear the rattling on the inside.
Cardamom reaches down into her apron because she's got all sorts of accoutrement in there. And she takes out 3 buttons, actually, and says, "You know what? If you play Girls Just Want to Have Fun, you can have all of these." And she drops them into the tin can.
I don't believe I know that song, ma'am. These pipes know one tune. Well, 2 tunes. I don't exactly know how it works, but I crank the handle and it plays for me. So I apologize, ma'am, but I can play this.
No worries. That's a good tune. Keep it up.
And I take it you drop 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
You know what? I'm kind of liking this cute little setup here. I'm going to kind of rip one of the buttons off his duster. Just this little, what do you call it? Deer antler button. Just kind of a little disc of horn. And just kind of plunk it in there.
Tink, tink.
BB's gonna do similarly, and kind of tug and struggle at the top button of his doublet for a moment before prying it loose and dropping it in the can with a little laugh.
You see the goblin go, "My, that's very kind of you, even from your own shirt. I'm sure he'll make great use of that."
To make use of it, I thought that it was just kind of like it goes on the just gets sewn on.
She just kind of smiles at you. She's
Ooh, that's so ominous in this carnival where I was gifted a mysterious ticket and have wings now.
What? Why is that so terrifying? It truly is just going on my cloak.
No, it's not heavy. It's not terrifying. It's just it's a bit of an ominous response to it. Wait, what do you mean make use of it? It's kind of like
Nothing to worry about. All we're doing is paying the piper, so to speak.
The little goblin waddles over to the monkey and lifts up his cloak and like holds it out and points to like a blank spot. "Well, of course it'll get great use. We're gonna sew it right here."
Okay, I figured that was my initial that was my initial assumption, but it's just the way you said you get great use and then give you a smile. It's kind of like, oh, is this going to be some kind of I don't know. I kind of want a funnel cake. Does anybody else want a funnel cake?
I like funnel cake.
Cash is just gonna kind of. was like, I'm just gonna kind of kneel down, kind of get level with BB, just kind of give him a little assuring pat on the head. This guy doesn't get out much. Don't worry about it.
I get up plenty of times, and that's when I go to work, and when I go to eat dinner, and when I go home.
All right, cool.
Arlo is just stifling a laugh. There's just a smirk.
You see, as the four of you have a little bit of a chuckle, the goblin, kind of impatiently, but like not impatient with you, just wanting to get a move on, begins doing a little jig, a little dance to the music, seeming to almost forget, well, not quite forget that you all exist, but like forget the conversation, forget all of this, gonna do a little dance. And once the laughter sort of subsides, the goblin actually like in a little hop and a skip comes over, and Zenki is gonna like tug on your hand as if like trying to get you to dance with her.
No. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Go ahead, roll me a performance
why
check.
not? Performance check. Okay, got it.
24 both sides.
Damn.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
What does it look like when Zenki starts dancing with this little goblin?
Let's. Part of me feels like with the whole like being super jovial or probably like too happy with what happened with the dandelion earlier. He might be a little too also in over his head, so he might be accidentally showing off a little too much. Part of me was like thinking, what if I was doing the tango? But I'm like, nah, that might be too much. Especially with the whole height difference, but it'd be kind of funny. I feel like he'd be like just doing a bit of a 1-2 step, probably just dancing really jovially, trying to mind his partner, but is really, really easy to get swept up in the music anyway.
Yeah, well, and you get the sense that she's vibing with it very much.
Are you having fun?
Yeah!
Excellent, excellent. I'm known to provide quite a bit of entertaining time.
The music is more chipper than it usually is.
Oh, is it? What do you mean? Usually the Witchlight Carnival music's quite the ecstatic little excursion, if I recall correctly. What do you mean?
She just kind of shrugs and just keeps dancing.
Okay.
Does anyone else join in with the goblin, or are you ready to move on?
Arlo would probably move on, but has a question. Can she passively look around for some sort of timekeeping element in the carnival? Perhaps if she can recall where it might have been before?
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Ooh.
Okay. An 18.
Here's the kicker. Even on an 18, you know that the carnival has one. But you also remember that it's not, you remember very distinctly that it wasn't something that was readily available. So where exactly it is, what exactly it is, you aren't certain.
She'd kind of like, I guess she'd kind of like maybe grumble under her breath a little bit, just
Where was it?
just-
Hey guys, sorry to break up the fun, but we only have like, what, 4 hours until the big top event? We don't want to get swept up in the crowd of that by accident.
I hear that. You said we wanted to go to. Well, how many of us still wanted to go to Lost Property?
Well, I gotta check it out. I mean, that's like I said before, that's my paycheck over there.
Yes, well, we should probably go to lost property, and then I do actually kind of quite want a funnel cake. If anybody else is also, hungry and maybe wants like a
I
little
would
treat
like
or
also a funnel cake
something.
as well. Yes, I would love
I,
a
I
funnel
mean,
cake.
I could eat. I could eat. Like I could definitely eat.
I know you could eat. That's probably how you survive. But do you want to eat?
Absolutely.
BB just gives a thumbs up and then starts wandering in a direction he doesn't know if it's towards lost property, but he thinks so.
Go ahead and roll me. If you're just gonna kind of take a direction, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Oh, I was ready for you to give me a skill. I pulled up my sheet and everything, and then I heard D4 and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh no, bro.
Ooh.
So you're in luck. As you sort of turn to the right, you do actually see a variety of different tents and a lot of different colored booths and little stands and stalls. But a thing that catches your eye is you see a large wagon with a very vibrant, patterned tarp, like not quite like a tarp, but like a cloth or like a tarp over top of it that has what you immediately notice are like butterfly prints of different shades and colors all over top of it. And there's a large sign in golden filigree that does in fact read lost property. Outside, you notice immediately, though, sitting perched almost right in front of it is a large feline creature with midnight blue fur. It seems to have a pair of tentacles extending from its shoulders, and it wears, albeit fake, butterfly wings in orange and gold upon its haunches. Hanging from its collar, you notice a small wooden keg that seems to have a sweet scent emulating from it. And the creature seems to be roughhousing with two little boys, one of which squeals, "Again, Darla, again!" while the other one hangs about its neck. Before I move any farther, I would love to show you what this creature looks like.
Ooh. Woohoo.
Ooh. Ooh.
Oh,
I love this thing.
pretty kitty.
There is a meme of a person trying to pet a cat through a phone, and that's what I want to do.
Me.
Uh-huh.
It's me.
Oh, that's
So
so
we're
cute.
not getting bad vibes off of this guy. Okay.
You may roll an insight check.
What was that? What was that one
Okay.
TikTok audio? That can I pet that dog? Can I pet that cat?
Doing an insight check. There we go.
I noticed that its wings are being held up by like extra tails.
A 5.
Mm.
Yeah, so what you get is that those they're not extra tails. Those are from what you see, those are the tentacles extending from its shoulders.
Oh gosh.
On a 5 insight, you hear purring.
BB, I think, points and goes, "Oh, look, I found the little. Oh my god, that is the cutest cat I've ever seen."
You see the rather large creature look up at you with what you think is a contented look.
BB is going to what's the word I'm looking for? Gormlessly, obliviously, just sprint over, ignoring everything, and just be extend a hand to go pet, and then stop and be like, "Is it okay? Can I pet? Is that a thing I can do?"
I don't see why you couldn't.
Oh, you talk! Oh, I wasn't ready for you to talk. I was expecting somebody else to answer, but I'm still going to pet you if that's okay. That's crazy.
It's all right, little one. It's all right. If you would like to touch my head, that is fine.
BB is going to do so, and then also while doing so is going to nervously laugh and be like, "Oh, yes, I am quite little. You could probably eat me like entirely whole instantly if you wanted to. Please don't do that. This pet of you is very nice."
You watch as the giant cat-like creature extends a paw and actually puts it on your head as if in a calming gesture. No claws.
Aw, he's getting petted back.
Oh.
Now
Good hair.
with Cassius having had a chance to kind of be here and there and what have you, what would I roll to also kind of get a gauge as to what kind of beast this is?
You can roll me one of two things. It'll get you different answers. You can either roll me an Arcana check, or you can roll me a Nature check.
I think everybody in this life would love to be pet back by their cat. Let's be real.
Yeah,
It's so true.
I went
It's
with-
honestly true.
Yeah,
seriously.
I went with nature check.
With a Nature check, the first thing that catches your attention are those tentacles. And you quickly realize in this moment that this is not just a normal large cat. You would recognize these tentacles, you think, to have the ability to move about. In fact, they sort of do. You watch as they're moving about, almost creating the illusion of wings flapping. And as you look a little bit closer, you see a bluish tinted glow at the ends of these two tentacles. Now let me ask you, Trinket, do you think you know what this creature is?
I believe so. Yes.
If you, Trinket, believe that you know what this creature is, then I will say that you know what this creature is. What do you think it is?
I'm going to say that's a displacer beast.
That is correct. It's a displacer beast.
I don't see a lot of those all that often with this many people around, and I don't ever see them tame like this. That's a new one.
My child, tame is not a word that I would use to describe myself, but I'm very flattered that you think so. As you do that, one of the two children, the older one of the two, kind of waddles over to the cart, digs into it, and pulls out what appears to be an incredibly brilliant mirrored ball, and starts to play with it. But before anything else can happen, you watch as the tentacle slides out of its wing straps. And with almost like an angry flick, you watch as it snatches the ball with a little bit of a growl. And the boy, and bolts, starting to run. Goodness gracious, I'm so sorry, my friends, that you had to witness that, and great. Fantastic. What are the chances?
What's wrong?
What are the chances you could do me a favor and go after that child?
Yeah, I'm gonna check to see what direction he went.
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Aw, rip.
On a 12, you notice that the child bolts into the crowds and towards one of the stalls across the way. You aren't quite sure which one, though, as you seem to lose it in the crowd.
Shoot.
Oh, damn. Okay. I guess. Well, for one thing, I guess what was that all about?
This, I suppose that's fair. This ball is very special to me. I'd be more than happy to share a bit more information if you, if you are able to return the child, but I think that is our top priority right now. I don't know where they went, and their mother is elsewhere in the carnival.
Well, I mean, speaking of not knowing where they went,
The child's
I mean,
name
I'm
is...
also.
Sorry.
Go ahead. It's okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
The child's name is Vero, if that helps.
I was actually about to ask.
What were you going to say, Net?
Well, I was going to ask, talking about, people that got away from us and stuff like that. I was wondering if you had anybody that ran in here with a bunch of wet laundry in progress.
Oh my god.
That's what we're here for.
Laundry?
Yeah. They ran in here because somebody stole my laundry. They ran into the carnival, and now I can't find it. So I figured I'd come and see if anybody found it, if it was ditched somewhere, and returned it. Standard lost and found procedurals.
Mind you, this is invisible laundry.
Invisible laundry?
It may or may not be invisible. We ain't sure.
Well, the laundry could be invisible. We mused that you could step on but it's not important. We're just looking for the laundry.
It's kind of important.
Well, the laundry itself is important. It's more so whether or not it's invisible is it important.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm gonna keep petting the cat.
I can only imagine our buddy's face hearing about this laundry.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me an insight check.
Yeah, sure.
May I also do one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, hell yeah. Where's my insight? I'm a little blind. Where's my insight? I am so sorry. There it is.
4. That's a cat.
You got it.
That's a cat.
It's a cat.
Its
Zenki,
ears
why
are
are you so dumb?
Its ears are back. Its tail is twitching. That's about as much as you can figure out, Zenki. BB on an 18. There's a mixture of emotions going right now. You get a sense of there's confusion, but there's also this sense of preoccupation. There's a lot happening right now in this moment, and the creature seems to be responding almost like buffering, like responding to all of it at once.
like the hourglass whenever I click on a link too many times.
The cat's getting overstimulated.
The cat is getting overstimulated. This is alarming. This is a bad cat to get overstimulated. I think BB's gonna stop petting, but not like in an abrupt way, in a way that's kind of like, okay, is this good? This is good. Okay, we're both gonna step back from each other and stop petting each other. Okay, and then BB's gonna look towards his big friend, maybe acquaintance, not sure. And say, okay, well, excuse me, we can definitely find this child for you and bring the child back, and perhaps you can maybe comb your mind, or maybe think of any resources we might be able to ask where we might be able to find this clothing while we do so, and when we get the child back, maybe you could perhaps help us find the clothing, maybe because it's important.
If you would do that for me, I would be happy to oblige.
It smells wet.
I can imagine.
The clothing or the child?
Yes.
I mean, if the child is wet, that is merely the result of childish things.
They're usually sticky, in my experience.
Fair.
am well acquainted with that, unfortunately.
Don't get me started on the children's section of a bookstore. It's kind of a...
All right.
Did
Cardamom
Arlo-
finally peels off her washing gloves and apron and tucks them away into a bag somewhere. Because, no sense in walking around in that while she's at the carnival.
Yep, absolutely. And
With a passive of 15, would Arlo have seen where the kid went?
the thing about it is because of the nature of the carnival, it's a little bit more difficult on a passive. I'm going to need active
Right.
perception checks from the whole party.
Oh,
All right.
gotcha.
You want me to re-roll again?
Yep.
Or do you want to?
Yep,
Okay.
reroll again.
I know it's here. I know it's here.
Doo-doo.
Oh yeah, there we go.
11
It's always
from
when you're
Arlo.
looking for this.
Where
skill,
do we have it?
Perception in the P's.
Thank you. I'm a fool. Don't mind me. All right.
Amazing. We have an 11 for Arlo, a 15 for BB, an 11 for Zenki, a 20 dirty for Cash, and a 17 for Cardamom. BB, you mentioned upon mentioning you two, Cardamom, upon mentioning sticky kids being sticky, both of you immediately think, oh, you know what? Candy. And you take a deep breath as you're kind of walking about the different stalls. You both take this deep inhale, and candy. You smell sweet, disgusting sugar as both of your eyes dart over, and Cash, your eyes catch it immediately as you see a small child wearing bright pinks and purples with a total mop of brunette hair, going about and just picking up a lollipop in its bare hands and shoving it in its mouth.
Oh man. Oh, got him. There he is.
He's going to be sugar powered.
My question is, how do you approach the child?
Run directly at the child with my arms stretched as wide as possible. Scream! No, I'm kidding.
I mean, you
This is gonna
certainly
try-
could try.
It would be an approach.
Me and BB are just sort of little guys. We can go over there. We can probably approach them and not seem too, threatening like.
Yeah, yes, I could help with that. We could do that together. I believe this could maybe work. Yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna let those two go ahead and then just kind of, I guess, have the longer strides just kind of back behind, just in case need somebody to come and bolt after them.
All right.
All right, let's go.
And go ahead and roll your go ahead and roll me persuasion, both BB and Cardamom.
Sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's
Two
We're
nines.
nines.
So based on 2 9s, what does it look like as you both approach this child?
I think if you'll allow me to take the lead, Net, I think
Absolutely.
the first mistake is that we let me speak first, and I think BB walks up and just kind of stammers and looks at the child and goes, "So, do you like reading?"
Who are you?
Reading can be quite fun, It's like exciting. There's like dragons and like all sorts of creatures and
Dragon?
adventures.
Dragon where?
No, like a good one in the
you a
book.
dragon?
It's in a. Well, I'm kind of like I'm like an offshoot of a dragon. I question it myself sometimes. Like
as the child approaches you, waddling over with a lollipop gripped in one hand and a sticky hand open in the other, and it reaches
white
its
knuckles.
grimy hands out, trying to touch what it thinks is a baby dragon.
Oh.
Oh
BB's not gonna like shy away or anything because he knows that he needs to get the kids, so he's nervous and he doesn't want to leave. And ooh,
It's gross, my dude. It's gross.
Hey kid, you want to make friends with this dragon? I'm afraid a little certain pussycat's got to come back to you.
Yeah, it's
You want to talk to her a little
dragon.
more.
It's
Yeah,
dragon.
he's a nice little dragon, isn't he?
Can
so nice.
dragon do magic?
Yes, but only near the cat because the cat helps me do the magic.
What? A cat? I don't know any. But the dragon.
And like goes over and it has like the lollipop like stuck to its hand, but it comes over anyway, and it like with its one hand still sticky tries to pick up your tail.
No.
Again, not going to do anything because this is a very delicate operation.
You know, if we just start walking back, it might, the kid might follow us.
I'm gonna start walking back. This is so
Hi.
funny. This is so funny. This is not
Okay,
so
you got
funny,
this.
but
You
it's so
got
funny.
this.
I'm laughing. It's okay.
Kid's become his own glue trap.
What is can I, if you let me tack on this, I have this very specific image in my head of like and correct me if I'm wrong, please, but Cardi, I have this image of you kind of momming, like hand behind the child's back, trying to like keep the kid. But like BB, it's this thing of like you walk a couple feet and the kid picks up your tail and like drops it, and then you walk a couple feet and the kid picks up your tail and then drops it, like it's chasing your tail.
That is like 100% what I imagined, especially since like I think every few steps BB's gonna like stop because after like a few moments it almost becomes weird if he doesn't feel like the horribly like sticky sensation on his like tail. Like he's gonna be like, oh, it's so gross, but it helps me know that the child's still there.
And while this image is happening, to my choir of misfits, what does this look? What does it look like as the three of you are watching this?
Cash is just gonna kind of the whole time just gotta have his hand up to his face just to try and stifle a little bit of a giggle, but it's still gonna come out just.
Zenki's trying to do the same thing, but you can tell he's really struggling because how violently his feather fingers are just kind of moving around.
Oh, I love it.
And Arlo?
Arlo has like has taken their hat off and it like just briefly and kind of like has it like holding it just above their mouth, so it's kind of like covering it, while at the same time, Zinky and Cash would probably hear
That kid's not touching me. Not with those hands. You know how long it'll take to get this out?
and is pointing like to their arm, which do with that information what you will.
So
I'd imagine it would take some pretty good. Well, I don't know. Do they have fantasy wood polish or fantasy pledge?
Well, I mean, it's sugar. It
Pine
should dissolve
Sol.
with water.
I was sorry.
I was just saying Pine Sol.
But since the
Whoever-
three of you are trying to keep hush, go ahead and roll a deception check, all three of you. And this will be against Cardamom and BB's passive
Oh
perception.
boy.
Oh. 21.
Yeah.
So a 15 for Zenki, a 21 for Arlo, and a 9 on both sides for Cash. BB and Cardamom, what are your passive perceptions?
Let me see.
I got a 13, so the only one I hear is Cash. And I'm gonna be so honest, I'm like, debating making BB electively fail this one since he is pretty preoccupied by the
Fair.
horrible sensation
Totally
on the
fair.
tail.
Totally fair.
You can just see,
Um,
out of your periphery, just his shoulders just absolutely shuddering, and just his tail just kind of flicking. Just
well, okay, so mine was a 12, so the only one I see is Cash.
Yep, same
So
thing.
so I just sort of mutter to myself real quiet, yeah, laugh it up, Cookie Boy.
As it takes a minute because I have to imagine, and you know what, for sake of things, this is gonna seem weird, so bear with me on this, but I think it makes the most sense. Either a persuasion check or an animal handling check, Cardamom, to keep the child on track and focused only on the dragon's tail.
Mm.
Can I assist in
You
any way,
can
shape, or
assist. You
form?
can give the help action.
I will give
That
the
would be
help
great.
action in the form of me kind of like wiggling my tail every so often, kind of like you're playing with a cat, like you're kind of moving the little bird on the string a little bit.
Nice. All right, I'm going to do animal handling because that's a little slightly higher.
Okay.
Starting.
Okay. A 17.
All right.
What is
That's not good.
The chat animal handling on a toddler is so based.
It's so funny. I saw that and I was like,
Appropriate.
yeah,
Listen, as,
like,
as someone who has had a toddler, yeah.
You
it's
see
accurate.
why I was like, your choice of persuasion or animal handling?
Dogs are easier.
I mean, yeah.
What is a cat but an oversized toddler?
Exactly. Just fuzzier.
All right. So what does it look like, or obviously, Clary, you mentioned that BB is shaking the tail. What does it look like for Cardamom on a 17 to guide this child back to the lost and found?
Oh, it's like she keeps trying to get a hand on him to guide him over, but she keeps having trouble finding spots that aren't disgustingly sticky, so she has to keep pulling her hands back and going, ugh. So it's not working out very well.
But hey, with a 17, that's pretty high, so she must be doing something right.
Yeah.
All right, and as the 5 of you reconvene with this small child, you watch collectively as the demeanor of this displacer beast just kind of lulls, and you see the other child, much smaller. Yay, Vera!
Oh, there's a baby over there.
There's two. There's two small. There's the one that you have, which is the older one, and then you have a tinier one.
Oh my goodness.
Who waddles over, stumbles, picks himself up, waddles again over, and hugs sticky older brother.
Oh,
they're so cute. What the hell?
And as the 5 of you approach, you just hear, "Thank you for your help in finding Vero. It's greatly appreciated."
Yes, of course. I can't. So does anybody have like a profuse amount of water, like maybe an entire waterfall's worth?
You watch as the displacer piece raises a paw and with a prestidigitation, the which I don't know as BB would know that spell, that cantrip, but for my spellcasters in here, that's just a classic prestidigitation spell that seems to just wipe almost for both you and for Cardamom, just snap over a it almost feels like a breath of air, right? Hits you and the sticky sensation is gone.
Oh.
I think BB is not super familiar with magic, but like understands it exists and is just gonna like his shoulders kind of like go like they were very tensed up as he was kind of like hunched over like stumbling towards the displacer beast, and now they're like totally psyched. He's like, "Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what you did, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you."
I was half anticipating you describing this as feeling like wet sandpaper. Just like this
It's
spectral
more
cat
like
tongue just licking you clean.
it's more like if I had to give a more accurate description. Do you know when a dog or a cat just breathes on you and it's that hot air?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we got the kids back, so
I appreciate it. And unfortunately, I have not seen any laundry turn up here, but of course, if by chance something turns up, I will make sure to reach out and make sure that you are able to reclaim it.
Much obliged. Much obliged.
oh man. By the way, you said what were the articles again? I guess shadow wing, invisible wing. You said they were the mayor's clothes, but what pieces were they?
Mostly everyday apparel, but also some bed sheets.
Since you asked, I suppose I do owe you a bit of an explanation, and I again apologize for my outburst. This ball, and you'll see the tentacle hold it up. This was my cub's favorite toy. It is rather
Was
yes.
that's kind of concerning.
Yes. Many years ago, my cub's Star and I, we're both here at the carnival. This has been our home as long as I can remember. But one day, one day, I don't really know what happened, but my cub vanished from the carnival without a trace.
Cash is just gonna kind of look at Arla real quick, like,
Arlo is quiet for a moment. Do you remember how long ago that was?
Many years ago. At this point, I couldn't give you an exact number. After all, time is... I'm sure you understand.
Nods.
I'm sorry.
Seems to
I
be
guess.
pondering over something, but lets them continue.
But now they come up here. You said you don't remember where they last were before they disappeared, or
I mean, to be transparent with you, though I do always keep an eye on the little ones, I don't always I never expected Star to always be glued to my side, though I always tried to keep tabs on where they were. The carnival is, in a lot of respects, kind of like a family. We all sort of help each other out in a way, and, well, one day I remember Star saying that they wanted to go off and check out one of the other booths. And come the time the carnival closed, I still hadn't found them.
and you don't remember which stall it was, right?
No, I don't. It's been quite some time.
And you don't remember what town you were outside of either, do you?
I'm not even sure we were on this plane, my love. It was many, many, many years ago.
Well,
I'm real sorry to hear about that. That's a big loss.
Well, we're looking for somebody else also. I mean, is there any, like, you said the name is Star, but is there, like, any identifying something that we can keep an eye out for just on the off chance?
Well, I mean, if you decide to go looking for them, the best I can say is that you're going to be looking for a much smaller displacer beast like myself.
Same kind of blue?
They nod.
Aye.
yeah, I apologize for asking something that might be a tad more personal, but by any chance, given the amount of time that's passed, do I do
They're like fumbling over words.
do entities such as yourself age similarly to us?
Us, as in points to the others, does not point to themselves.
We do age. We do grow for certain. I can imagine that my star is probably not the small cub that they once were. They were always the runt of the litter, though, so that I can't imagine them being too large.
Well, as someone who was also once lost from this carnival and found their way back here somehow, um, if we were to find them, because I believe it's honestly possible that we could, is there something that we should say to them or tell them so that, they trust us?
Give them this, and they hold out the mirrored ball to you.
She will, if no one else does, she will take it gingerly.
Add 1 mirrored ball to your inventory.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, I'm not gonna expect you're gonna know the ins and outs about how the logistics of this place works, but if we do happen to find them, give them this ball, do we have an idea as to direct them back home, or?
I mean, if you are able to, that would be great. But, of course, you and I both know that that may be more, easier said than done. Though, between you and me, I might be able to offer a suggestion, but on the flip side, I offer it to you with the request that you might do a little digging. You seem like the very inquisitive type. They kind of stare expectantly.
Well, I mean, yeah, let me just, let me get a kind of, try and get out a notebook or something to take down a couple little notes.
Sure. And as you do, you watch as the displacer beast actually stands up and walks a little bit closer to the 5 of you and leans in as if, they can't whisper, so they can't do the gesture of putting a hand to their mouth. But you get the sense that they're trying to they even lower their head to keep their voice down, and
We get a little bit closer, just to be sure I hear it.
Yeah, same.
Between you and me, the ones who really know the inside of how this carnival works are Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, the carnival owners. But the both of them seem to have been a little bit of a tizzy as of late. Little huff and tough. Out of sorts. I don't know exactly why, and unfortunately it's not considered in good spirits for us to be poking our noses where we shouldn't be. After all, this is our home. But, if you are doing a little digging on your own and you're want to take a look around, I would suggest potentially taking a peek in the staff area behind the big top. Perhaps you might be able to find both Mr. Witch and Mr. Light there, although I would recommend you don't get caught. And I would recommend them not find you if you do decide to go snooping about.
Has this Displacer Beast said their name yet?
They have not!
Alright, let's... Okay, now... No, so, in case whatever happens, if for whatever reason we... And, for some, skies forbid that we lose the ball and need some other method of letting Star know that you sent us. You said your name was again...
Durlagron.
And that is on the picture, so I can get the spelling for that.
Correct. You can call me Durlagron.
Okay.
Durlagron. Though you might occasionally hear the children or some of the other performers refer to me as Durla. That is also acceptable.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you for all the help, Durlagon. I think we'll be keeping an eye out for your little one, and hopefully we'll find everything that's lost today. What do you think?
I would greatly appreciate it if you did. Even if you don't turn up with anything, any effort is still appreciated and cherished.
Cash is gonna kind of nod and put his notebook away.
Sorry.
Oh no, Arlo was just going to tip their hat,
and just basically say,
Delagran will do our best.
I really appreciate it. And while the five of you, I take it, depart from the lost property wagon, this is where we're going to take a quick, 5-10-ish minute break.
Okie dokie.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Cool, because the husband just walked in.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab some water.
Yes.
Yep.
Drink your
I'm gonna
legs,
go.
stretch your water.
I'm gonna go for a potty break. Be back soon.
Yeah. I'll be here with you, chat.
So will I.
Like Tabuya says to Trinket, hi, husband. I know they're gone, but...
also, I just read I was willing to believe in fae magic and goblins and butterfly wings and everything, but my suspension of disbelief ends when a cat wants to clean something. To be fair, cats routinely clean themselves.
I was gonna say, have you not seen how often a cat bathes itself?
Cats care so much about their own cleanliness, they just don't give a fuck about anyone else.
Oh yeah. Litter box not clean enough? Nah, homie. Water not clean enough? Would sooner just never drink. Food dish not clean enough? Would sooner starve.
Indeed.
The amount of hours, I believe firmly, the amount of hours that my cat spends licking her own body is not a small amount of time in a day. At all.
Oh, I 100% believe it. They'll do it absentmindedly.
Oh, 100%.
They'll lick a spot.
Yep.
And then 45 seconds later just be like, Did I get that spot? I probably didn't get that spot. And they'll go get it again.
And then they'll go get it again. And like, I don't know if any of the other cat lovers, cat owners in here have this. My cat in particular, she always looks offended if you perceive her while she's grooming.
Like, why are you staring at me?
Like,
Literally.
this is my private time.
She's like,
Stop staring
hello.
at me with them big old eyes.
Yeah! Like, hello? How dare you perceive me while I am taking a bath? It's hypocritical, I say. You hate it when I come in when you're bathing.
I was about to say that.
Yeah!
That, or it's the complete inverse of, how dare you look upon me as I bathe? And it's like, you do that to me, but that is different. I'm trying to figure out why you need to procure other things to bathe.
Themselves. I have yet to see a cat clean anything other than that. I have a shelf that I can't have anything on because it will be on the ground. So true, like Tabuya. So true.
To be fair, they're also cleaning the shelf.
They
So they think
they are cleaning the shelf.
all cats clearly believe that the humans' lives are just too cluttered and everything must go.
Truly, truly too cluttered. Too much junk on the shelf. Gotta clean it off. Bap.
It's like, your shelves are too cluttered. How am I supposed to fits and sits with all of this junk here? Clearly, I need to help you clean.
Clearly.
I don't like how I'm being disproven.
Incredible. Amazing. Fantastic.
Okay, back.
Welcome back. We were talking about
Thank
how
you very much.
I'm back.
we were talking about how cats enjoy cleaning themselves and only themselves and occasionally the shelves.
And occasionally each other.
Ah, true. And also humans. I don't know about y'all. My cat does in fact groom me sometimes.
Aww.
Scuzzy does. Scuzzy likes to lick my temples.
They gotta be cleaned.
Cute.
That's true.
Dex, unfortunately, sorry.
It's okay, go ahead.
Dex, unfortunately, is a heathen. She will clean my hands. She will also clean my feet.
Aw.
I do in fact shame her for her love of gross feet. Yeah, you have stinky shoes. Those are her pillow now.
Oh.
She's gross. I don't know what to tell you. She's a princess. She's a queen. She's amazing. I listen, like Tabia. I live with this cat. She is such a good girl. She's not perfect. I don't know what to tell you. She is the best cat in the world. She's not perfect. She has one flaw.
She appreciates the aromatics.
I was happy. I got to go back to my house today for a little while because I haven't been staying at home. I'm staying at my aunt's place, and I got to see my cats for about a minute and a half each, during which I petted one and she ran away, and the other one ignored me in favor of food. So it's just like I never. It's just like I never left.
Mm.
They will be more used to me once I'm back full time. It's all good.
Cats are lovable assholes. It's okay.
Yeah. Do.
I remember a friend's parents had a cat that was so adorably chunky
Aw.
that it was almost a
Mhm.
detriment to the person because depending on your own frame and stature, if it sat on your lap, it would put your legs asleep.
Oh,
Oh.
that's so cute.
It was an adorable chongus, but it was a chongus.
Chunky cats are the best cats because, like, they're
They
just
are.
they're so soft and squishy and huggable. There's a reason Garfield is so popular.
Ooh, I must. That time I shared a picture of a incredibly photogenic cat.
That's my babies.
I look after the pets, and yeah, there's one cat that I've looked after that is so photogenic. I'm just like, why do I even try? I could never.
It's like the hair, the eyes. What are we? How can we possibly compete?
I mean, truthfully, yeah, I could be the most made up and decked out, and I will never be on this cat's level.
So true. So true.
This cat was built so different.
Also, I return with applesauce.
Welcome
Hurrah.
back.
Yo.
Sometimes it's the best thing in the world to eat.
I get those little squeeze packets. Allow me to do a slurp.
Slurp.
Slurp it, slurp it, slurp it.
Oh, that is a
Applesauce.
fabulous cat.
His name is Misha. He's a tripod,
Mm-hmm.
and he had not a single evil soul in his body.
I love him.
What a
Can you
Unlike,
tell him I love him?
yes, if I could, I would. This is a picture that like I've had since 2018.
Aww.
Oh.
And there's Dex, the baby.
From this morning.
Slappy.
This was her this morning. The reason why, even though I was awake at 7 a.m., we did not get out of bed.
Oh.
Sometimes you just have to let the cat let you know when it's okay to get out of bed.
Yep. Her current posture. This is where she is right this second.
Hey, kiddo.
Yeah.
That right there is my niece.
Speaking of cats, we're apparently having some technical difficulties of the cat variety on our players' end, so how appropriate.
Hello, I have returned. I'm sorry that took me a bit longer than 5 minutes.
It's okay.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, though.
You're good. Welcome back.
We were
This is the cat session today.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a podcast. It's the cat podcast.
I, funnily enough, was also waylaid by a cat. I have my cat Mayo in my room who wanted attention and was not leaving me alone while I was getting things.
Amazing.
And then while I was trying to gather things downstairs and in the bathroom, the other cat in the house, Percy, which is my partner's cat, just constantly at like my ankles or at the door, just going like.
Oh no!
Oh, that's a squeaker.
He's a little squeaker. He cannot meow for the life of him, but he wants attention all the time. And if he wants attention, he will squeak.
That is so sweet.
Yeah, ours has just come back from the emergency vet. And so now she's got a new little pair of, I guess you'd call it little booties. They had to shave part of her leg, part of her front leg, so it looks like she's got little socks on.
Oh,
baby.
That's so cute.
I thought you were gonna say that she was wearing little booties, and all I could think of was a Tom and Jerry episode of him trying to shake the booties off of his feet.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they look like little booties, just except she's like wearing little leggings now too. So it's
Got the whole fit on.
Well,
And now it's just kind of touch and go, trying to see if she'll eat and drink. And
Has she checked out the fountain yet?
we don't have a fountain yet. I mean, we've got like
Okay.
3 different water dishes right now, and it's just kind of figuring out or her getting an idea as to where the new ones are.
Yeah.
Well, since we're all back, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Are we ready to keep going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? I mean, I could talk about cats more, but I think we should
I'm
play.
sure we do. Unfortunately, have a game to play.
We have a kitten to look for.
Yeah. Speaking of cats, you do have a big old cat to look for as well. Lots of things to look for. But here we are outside of the lost property booth wagon, and I have to ask my party, what next?
BB will not say anything, but will look at the rest of the party, kind of like there's something there. There's something there. Like he's kind of making eyes at everyone.
All right. Part of Mom puts her hand on her forehead, sort of rubs her temples a little bit. I think we should probably, if we want to get anything done. Well, BB has a heart attack.
Great idea. I mean, I would have been fine, but I was since you mentioned it, I think funnel cake would be great.
Alright then, so how about this?
And Arlo is now looking for the equivalent of the You Are Here mall map, but for the carnival.
Mm-hmm.
For two
Like, did they
very
have maps
different
specifically?
reasons.
I mean,
Sorry, printer noises.
gotcha. I mean, you did see carnival maps over by the ticket booth.
Oh my god,
Go
did
over
none of
and
us
get a
take a
carnival
map?
map.
Nope,
Yeah.
nobody took a map.
Damn it!
I was kind of wearing
I
white
didn't-
gloves at the time.
I didn't even know that they were there. Gonna go get one and come straight back.
Come straight back, exactly. So Arlo, you were able to find it with no problem, and you're able to kind of jog back over. The carnival map looks just like it does on the map in front of you.
Cool.
Noted. So,
Alright, well,
it looks like we're here, kind of holding out the map. And we'll like ping around where lost property is.
Mm-hmm.
if we're
All right, so
looking
let's
for
see.
if we're looking for food, I guess specifically if we're looking for funnel cake.
I mean, probably the feasting orchard.
I mean, that seems as good a
Maybe.
place as any, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. Yeah.
And also like we'll circle that for them, like for the map, just so that they can know where they are. And right before I guess they fold it up, someone might see them circle something else.
Go ahead and roll a sleight of hand if you're trying to hide it, and anyone who wants to perceive may roll an insight.
Do 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 do.
Ooh.
Aw, 7.
You said what was the roll to
Insight.
catch it?
In this case, insight.
I have also rolled insight.
Okay.
You gotta beat
I'm
a
not.
7.
I'm still looking for my laundry.
Yeah, that's fair. So, BB and Cash, Zenki, are you also rolling insight?
Yeah, sure, why not? I'll do it, but oh boy. Once I find it again, I'm
I think regardless, Cash is just gonna kind of look and just mentally note it.
Oh
Okay,
no.
hold on,
Rip.
hold on.
Arnie told me
wait,
not to. But I'm
hold
like,
on,
you know
wait.
what? Maybe it won't happen. Maybe nothing bad will
Hold
happen.
on.
Never mind.
Hold on. I have to ask, on a natural 1 critical failure for 3 on insight, what is distracting Zenki right now? Like, what does this look like as you think you're gonna perceive what's going on, but like clearly something else has your attention?
He's honestly maybe just him. He's probably lost in thought. Like he's trying to focus, but he's like, man, I have not been here in so long. I think it's less that he's distracted by the visuals and more like he's distracting himself.
Is he just
He's
distracted
like,
by the map?
yeah, probably. He's just like, man, like, this is one of my old stomping grounds. I haven't been here in ages, kind of thing.
That's changed, yeah.
Yeah. Good lord. So yeah, he's probably just like zoning out, like he's trying to lock in, but Jesus, have they always done that kind of thing? And
So I guess
the whimsy he's afflicted with is not helping.
that is true. Which,
His
oh
little
yeah, that's
bird
right,
brain
because
is
other
kinda
people
like,
still have that.
Yep,
Yeah.
that lasts for 8 hours.
Yeah.
So
He is not
then
immune.
what
So-
they would, I guess, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna ask Cash and BB, what is it, I was gonna say, what is it that the two of them notice from you, Arlo?
So I feel like, let's see, because it was, wait, was it only Cash? I just want to make sure I gave it
Cash
all.
and
Just-
BB.
Got you. So BB probably would notice that Arlo had circled like the big top and like the Silver Song Lake. Cash would notice the circle and probably notice the line, or not probably, would absolutely notice a like line or an X over the lake that's to the little lake path that's to the left of Silver Song Lake.
And Cash is just gonna kind of make a mental note of that, but he's just not gonna say anything. Just
I think BB's not
You'll
gonna
notice
say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no. Sorry. Go ahead. It applies to both of you. You're fine. Go ahead.
Okay, awesome. I think BB's not gonna say anything like direct, but it's just gonna be like, oh, I did you? Was there somewhere else you wanted to go? It seemed like maybe you were a bit hesitant to go to the orchard.
Oh, I was actually just in thought.
Notably, she wasn't trying to hide making the circle. She was trying to just do the circle and just keep circles and keep moving. So she's like,
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, the big top is right in front of the big top's right in front of like Silver Song, or kind of close to it. And Darla did mention that there are probably a few places we might want to check out near there. So I was just making a note of it on the map.
Oh, that's a good idea. Also, I don't think I. This is out of character. I don't actually think our characters know each other's names yet, besides like overhearing it. So I think BB a bit awkwardly is gonna go, oh well, that's a good. We should make sure to go there right after the funnel cake, or maybe sooner if it's urgent. I'm sorry, I realized I don't actually know your name. I'm BB. I know this one and then this one, and BB points at Cash and then at Cardamom, and then goes, I actually don't really know their names either. I know Cash is because I was next to them in line when we got the tickets, but I don't. I'm very sorry, Mrs. Laundress. I don't remember your name either. I'm terrible with names.
Quite right. It's cardamom, like the seasoning.
Like the seasoning. Yes, well, I'm BB. It is a pleasure to be acquainted with all of you on this mysterious evening.
Absolutely. And
Like,
go ahead. Go ahead.
oh, just likewise. It's a pleasure, BB, Cardamom. I'm Isla, former Witchlight hand of sorts. Why don't we all kind of like get acquaintance, like while we go get you this funnel cake?
Oh, so you used to work here?
That I did.
Fantastic. So then it's great. It's great to have a local to show us around. Well,
I wish I could.
local, so to speak.
I wish I could say I was a local, but things have kind of changed a little bit since last I was here.
As she's like walking, probably if they were here, she starts walking slowly towards this like pedestrian bridge over the little river.
Yeah.
Assuming people follow along with her so that everyone doesn't just disappear.
Yeah, I think we're definitely walking and talking at this point.
Yeah, I actually used to work here, and wouldn't you know it, one day when the carnival left, accidentally left me.
Well, they made some mistake with that. I mean, clearly, you're a clever girl, you know?
Aw. Dude, you do this old soul a right compliment, I tell you what.
She notably said old.
Yep. And it's just gonna get a blink out of it. Just gonna get a blink out of Cardi of it. You know, nothing too like you know these kids these days.
Yeah, I think BB like peeks an eyebrow and is just like, oh, but you know, people don't know that I'm really that old too, so that kind of makes sense. And then kind of like turns and like narrows his eyes on Zenki, who he does not yet know as Zenki, and goes, "You, the feathered one,
Yeah,
the one who
yes.
dances very well. I do not know you either."
Oh, you can call me Zenki. Zenki Labradorite.
Zenki Labradorite it is.
No.
Listen, you got to remember the name. I mean, if you thought that dancing was good before, you ought to hear him sing.
I remember the name, I just can't say it.
Quite all right. Yes, I have been commended for my exquisite capabilities in singing. Yes, I am. Thank you very much.
I've been enjoying your Wednesday shows immensely. You're fantastic.
Oh, thank you. The pleasure's all mine.
He talked to me.
Oh, this is cute.
As the five of you chatter amongst yourselves, introductions out of the way, you come across a place in which a wooden fence with a giant arch meets the four of you. What you clearly see before you is a myriad of tables of a many kind. You see tents, a couple here and there, and of course you see this giant, it almost looks like a giant keg, but it has like a giant pie sign made of wood atop it, and you see like an opening, like a stall opening embedded inside of it. You also immediately are overtaken by, just in general, music and mirth that just radiates from this part of the park. The heady scents of flowers, mead, and berry pie waft through the air, overtaking your senses in this not like sharp or overpowering way, but in this sort of alluring aroma that draws you in. It almost has this nostalgic feeling, almost like home, but it's not. You notice stilt walkers plucking fruit from the many trees, musicians drumming, piping, and strumming everywhere. And of course, there is singing, dancing, and an inordinate amount of custard. A few things immediately catch your eye as you walk in. The first thing, well, actually, you know what? Before I even say that, I think we're gonna leave this to a roll. Let's do a perception check, a group perception
Alright.
check.
Mm-hmm.
Perception check.
23.
Ooh, that's so
Nice.
good. 11.
10, 11, 12. Do we have a
Nope.
13? 11.
Another woman.
So, my quads, my folks of 4, the first thing that you immediately notice, catching your eye actually, is you see a couple of halflings that are moving back and forth between that what looks like, I said, a giant keg to one of the tables, and you actually notice that trays upon trays upon trays of cupcakes are being transported from this stall to this table. And you see a couple of people gathering together, actually, as if in preparation for something, like something is about to happen. On a 23, however, Arlo, your eye drifts to, you see a gnome bard, a woman who, the only way that I can describe this is just a warm, radiant presence. Someone who just breathes and exists sunshine. Her dark hair pulled up into a bun, though her braids and wisps seem to blow in the breeze. She wears upon her body a darker, like brown leathered vest, but it's ornamental in its trims, the green and the silver and the white. You see in her hands this very, very elaborate looking and very detailed lute that she's strumming from, actually, in the moment. And you see flittering green about her, as if there's almost this magical presence to her. And on her lap, which you weren't prepared for, but you absolutely take note of, is like this large white toad. And the thing that truly catches your eye is the fact that she makes eye contact with you, and despite being mid-song, winks at you as if acknowledging you looking at her. And before I move any further, I will show you what you see.
Ooh. I have been noticed by the pretty lady.
Oh.
I am not
Senpai
immune to pretty
noticed
lady.
you.
Senpai did notice me.
So,
Senpai
That
noticed
got me
me,
so
but I'm
badly.
talking about the frog.
my party,
Frog also noticed me.
there are 2 things of note that you all immediately notice. What would you like to do?
I guess as she kind of winks over at us and just kind of give it a little nod and
Oh,
walk up.
the only person who notices her is Arlo. The
never
rest
mind.
of you have noticed trays upon trays upon trays of cupcakes being delivered to this one center table, and this crowd of people beginning to form around it.
Now that's either going to be a contest or a birthday party. You guys want to check that out?
I'm gonna observe to see which of the two those that is.
I think I'll wait. I've had enough of children for at least another, like, hour, or maybe 2, or maybe 5.
Understandable.
I'm gonna be such a little shit. Can I do a stealth check so Zenki can yank a cupcake as one of the people carrying the tray is passing by?
You may try sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. Gotcha.
Sleight of hand.
Don't. Oops.
Okay, let me make a roll myself. Alrighty. Yeah, as you try to reach up, you immediately get swatted on the back of the hand, like, these are for the contest, no taking.
There's a reason.
Well, that answers that question.
So when I want to say or flavor that when this musician winked at Arlo probably would have ever so gently tilted their head, but grabbed the brim of their news cap and tipped it slightly as a greeting. Just ever so slightly.
Mhm.
And when I guess when someone would have said something about the plates of cupcakes, Arlo would have turned and said, or not, was it cupcakes or custard?
Cupcakes.
Okay.
You do
The plate of
smell
cupcakes
custard.
are-
You do smell custard. But what's specifically
We're
being referenced is
surrounded.
cupcakes.
As soon as someone mentioned the cupcakes, Arlo probably would say,
Oh yeah, so actually food here is probably pretty good if it's anything like what it used to be. I am going to go say hi to possibly an old friend.
and starts to walk in the direction of the performer,
Sure.
Eat an extra cupcake for me.
and heads in the direction of the performer.
All right. And with that, I do have to ask, as the other halfling, the halfling is going, all right, cupcake eating contest. Who's in? Who's in? Who's in?
You know
How
what?
many of you, you see that they have a ticket puncher. It's wooden, but a ticket puncher in their hand. How many of the four of you would like to get their ticket punched and have a time eating?
You know what?
Someone
Screw
showed
it.
up for funnel cake.
They
Gets
don't call me
cupcake
begging for
instead.
nothing.
I think, yeah, I think BB,
I know me some cupcakes. So I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
BB
Go
like
for it, bakery
shakes his
boy.
head and like follows Cash and is like, oh, so much for funnel cake, though I guess cupcakes are all right.
Can't really complain.
I'll just be watching this one. You guys go on it.
I feel like
Cash is
Arlo
just gonna
would
kinda
make eye contact with Cash and then just kind of let them know they'll be back, basically.
I'm just gonna nod acknowledgement and let them be on their way.
Alrighty. Step right up. One ticket punch if you want to enter, please. Tickets, please. Tickets, please. And
All right. Got one over here. And he's just gonna hand his over.
yep, and she takes it and she just pachink cuts a clean shape of a butterfly into your ticket. And then the halfling woman looks over at you, BB.
Yes, hello. The ticket. Yes, the ticket. And BB fishes out the ticket and hands it over.
Okay. Ka-tink! Again, a perfect shape of a butterfly in your ticket now. That is, you both now have 7 slots left. All right. Here's how the rules go. You have 60 seconds to eat as many cupcakes as you can. Whoever eats the most is the winner. However,
if you fall out of it, well, it's a damn shame, isn't it? All right. Here's how this is gonna go. There will be a number of rounds of which the two of you will have to roll a Constitution saving throw. Now, beforehand, what I need to know from both of you is what is your Constitution modifier?
Oh boy, let's see.
Just the modifier,
My
not the
con
base
mod is
stat.
+2.
+2?
Yes.
I have a +1.
Okay, +1. All right. Start your, I guess, mouths? Begin! And I need you both for this first one to roll. Both of you can roll with advantage on this first one. Con save.
Wow,
Well-
even with advantage, that was,
A 13 is still a pass. The first round, you both inhale. It's kind of morbid, just a little bit, as the two of you actually, I'll let you describe it. What does this look like as the two of you successfully eat your first cupcake? And this thing is big, by the way. This thing is big, and it's got buttercream icing on it, and it has berry custard inside of it.
So, again, Cash has had to do a lot of taste testing and stuff like this for a while, so it's just kind of a quick couple of bites, and he's gonna get a little, I don't want to say smug about it out of the gate, and just kind of leans over on his side just to watch BB and see how he fares.
I think BB starts off really slow, kind of trying to hedge the bet of how many people are gonna go really fast and kind of wear themselves out. But as he's watching other people, he's trying to steal their methods. I think Cash looks over at BB and realizes BB has been looking over at Cash with an eyebrow raised, kind of how are you eating this? How are you? Okay, yes. And he's doing a kind of clumsy but efficient replication of what he's seeing other people do.
So as you look over to your other side, you see what appears to be an elven individual start eating a cupcake and then choke on it mid eating. Fully begins choking, and within an instant you watch as they're handed water for sure, but they're now actively losing time as they choke on this cupcake.
Aw.
You also see across from the table, my gosh, what would it? Okay, so right across from the table, you also see what looks like a pair of they're not children as in young children, they're teenagers. You see a couple of a couple of human teenagers that are messing with each other, and one just shoves trying to eat it. The other one immediately takes it and smashes it in the other person's face, to which they turn around, take with their bare hands the cupcake that was in that teenager's hand and smash it in their face as well.
Not sure if that counts, but I mean,
It absolutely doesn't, as the halfling woman goes, smashing cupcakes into your face does not count. They must be eaten.
BB makes a face as if jotting this down mentally, and he's noticed something important.
And the last person that really takes your attention, BB and Cash, is a dwarven man who manages to. It is wildly incredible and very impressive at the way this guy practically unhinges his jaw, shoves the cupcake in, and manages to get nothing on his beard.
Wow.
I think
old man Rancor over here.
Yeah, Cash, I think you like, we both look at this, and then I feel like look at each other, and BB's face is just horrified. You just hear her go, "We're fucked."
All
This is like, well, I'm a little out of my depth. Well, I guess this is the time to pace myself part of the game.
All right, let's do a second Constitution saving throw. You both still have advantage for this round.
Thank Christ.
Oh no.
You both barely make the DC. What does it look like on an 11 and a 12?
Well, we still had advantage on this one, right?
Oh yeah, sorry, that's 21 and 11. Yep. What does it look like for a 21 and 11?
For an 11, I'm gonna say he's looks at the dwarven man and just, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna need to learn to pace myself on this one. Can't go at this like I used to.
I think it's the opposite for BB, and after eating the first cupcake, he realizes he's actually quite hungry. And this one gets scarfed down, like, pretty quickly with, like, much less attention paid to, like, delicacy or manners.
Amazing. Fantastic. Your competitors that you take note of, the other ones that seem to have really caught your eye, the elven individual, seems to recover this round. You watch as they break it in half this time instead of trying to shove it in their mouth all at once, and pop the sides in one after another, and seem to be okay this round. The two teenagers have broken into a full-on food fight between the two of them and are wrestling on the ground. You watch as the halfling woman is like, "Can we get security in here? Can we get, please? Stop it! Stop!" And the dwarven man just pops another one in his mouth like it's nothing, like it's like he's just popped a lozenge into his mouth. It's very impressive. Still nothing on his beard. All right, round 3. This time, Cash. It's a straight roll. BB, you still have advantage.
Oh, baby!
Oh wow.
Hot damn.
All right, I need Cash. I need Cash to roll me 1d8 custard damage. And you're gonna temporarily
Custard
subtract.
damage.
You're going to temporarily subtract whatever that is to your HP.
Oh boy.
So it's just roll a
sticky
d8.
damage.
Yep, roll 1d8. 2. Subtract that from your total HP right now. And
Oof.
as Cash, you find yourself like having a harder time. Your stomach is starting to gurgle. BB, what does it look like?
He's getting the sugar sweats.
to kind of lampshade something. Are you asking me what it looks like for BB to be snarfing down on a nat 20,
exactly.
or how? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. What does it look like for you to be snarfing it down while Cash is sweating with the sweet sweats?
Yeah, I think to kind of lampshade something that hasn't much been talked about yet for BB, I think he feels something like welling up within him. Like there's an excitement to this competition and like being in the carnival, but there's also that kind of like anxiety that he's had that hasn't been able to be like properly expressed while like enchanted by this seed that he got from the tree coming in. So there's this kind of like burning desire suddenly mixing with the like ravenous hunger of like, I need to win. Like he locks eyes with the dwarf who's like kind of nonchalant, like,
Oh, yeah.
like as if it was like an accepted victory. And BB like locks eyes and kind of like doesn't quite snarl, but like makes like not staring daggers, but like a stare of intent, and then just grabs the next cupcake and just shoves the whole thing in his mouth, like perfectly mimicking the dwarf, and just like snarfs it down.
Incredible, honestly. And as you do,
Oh, that seems to have intimidated him a little bit as he manages to eat it, but he's got some on his beard.
Oh,
It's on his mustache. Wasn't as clean this time around. Meanwhile, the elven individual has fully recovered, clearly, as this time they're the one who's unhinging their jaw and just popping it straight in. Fully recovered. Looks like you have a bit of competition here. But yeah, the two teenagers are still roughhousing. I will leave that up to your imagination how that currently looks as they're trying to throw like cupcakes at each other, stealing them off the table. There are for those watching, Cardamom and Zenki, you do see as they are trying to rally a couple of like carnies, a couple of Witchlight hands to try to come over and like break these two up. But it is getting messy on the ground. Go ahead. This time, neither of you are rolling with with advantage. Another con save.
Constant.
A
Two
nice.
save.
Oh,
dear.
Zenki, are you participating?
Oh, I thought you heard me. So I thought you were when you said I'm sorry. My mistake.
I
reject
didn't.
that save. Then when you said my name, I was just like, oh.
Nope. I was just commenting on what you noticed with the two guys duking it out on the ground, and the scene around
Okay.
you all. Yep. Not a problem though. Just
My
wanted to
mistake.
make sure. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cash, that is a recovery. What does it look like as you recover from the previous malfunction?
Did
I
say
want
something?
to say that it's going to be
Okay.
looking at BB kind of getting into the zone, and then kind of like, okay, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely. You managed to succeed on this round, and BB, you just made the DC. What does it look like as you barely make it above?
I think still staring daggers at the dwarf, but now like looking nervously at the elf and like kind of like facing the consequences of his earlier bravado and being like, ooh, that's kind of there's a lot more deads what's inside you.
As you do that though, you see as the elf actually hiccups and is like eyeing the cupcake. They're not sure that they're gonna be able. They're gonna try. They try to eat into it. You see that they're really struggling for a moment though. There's a bit of tinge to green on their face, if you get what I mean. And as you look over at the dwarf, he's doing pretty good, full recovery. He's popped one more into his mouth, with no difficulty. We're gonna do one more round.
Question.
Can you? Yep.
While the kids are trying their food fight, can I try and have Cardamom try to catch a cupcake in the air as they're throwing them?
Oh yeah, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Fantastic.
Yeah, on a 12, I'll say that catches. Yeah, it's a little difficult, and you kind of squish it a little bit between your fingers, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm expecting custard spillage a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, but hey, it's here. It's mostly intact. So she elbows Zenki. You want to split one of these?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
All right, so she tears it in half, offers him a piece, and then just starts munching as they keep watching.
It's very sweet. It's very tangy. It, like I said, berry custard.
It's not bad.
All right, my feasting men. One more. One more. No advantage. Just straight roll.
Let's make it one for the books. Okay,
And
that was
a save.
that was a very normal roll.
Very
for what
normal
I said.
roll, hey, but it does beat the DC, and man, you both managed to eat, but you know, it's really sweet, and you're suddenly really glad when the alarm goes off. When the alarm goes off, ding! All right, 60 seconds. Put your cupcakes down. BB, you managed
Yes.
to save on all of them.
I did indeed.
You managed to save on all of them. You watch as the halfling woman looks to you and the dwarf and goes, looks like we have a tie.
Yay! Woo!
And she waddles up over to you and hands you what I can only describe as the most majestic cupcake that you have ever seen in your life.
Ooh.
It is bigger. It takes two kobold hands to hold it. It has a glittering blue and purple swirl icing on the top, and we get to have fun with this one. What is BB's favorite, like, sweet flavor?
Oh, absolutely, like a soft vanilla. Like, just not too harsh, not too like dull, just like perfectly in the middle, like a very smooth vanilla.
It smells exactly like that. And I would like, actually, Zenki and... Nope, just Zenki, because Arlo's elsewhere. Zenki, roll me an Arcana check.
Arcana check, you got
Yeah,
it.
Arcana check.
You just look for... So, yeah, be underneath animal handling, right?
That'll be skills, yeah. Arcana should be under animal handling, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, oh, 20.
Oh.
As this cupcake glitters, Zenki, you can't place your finger on what it is, but that cupcake is definitely magical.
Is it gonna do anything to him?
You don't know. You just know that the cupcake is magical.
You get BB looks over.
You get the sense. I'm so sorry. You get the sense, Zenki, that like any other food, to find out the effects of it, you'd probably have to eat it. Sorry. Please continue, Clary.
You are all good. It's very easy to interrupt on Discord. BB is going to look towards the attendant, like handing him the cupcake.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be like, this is fantastic. Do you maybe this is rude to ask. Do you have like a to-go box? I just kind of and he like points
yeah,
to Taylor. He's like, I just
absolutely.
had
Hang on just a minute.
A few of them.
Talking at the same time, talking over, like, this woman is like talking over you. It's kind of rude, actually. But as you ask for like a box, she actually hands you a tiny picnic basket.
Oh, that's so cute. I will absolutely accept that and put the cupcake within.
And you notice that the cloth inside, the cloth underneath the cupcake is like pink with like purple butterfly patterning on it.
Aww.
It's very cute.
Oh, how adorable.
But yeah, you can add one magic cupcake to your inventory.
Yahoo! I wish I had that in real life.
And in this moment, we're gonna pan over to Arlo. While that's been going on, you have approached the songstress, who is actually, when you listen to it, seems to be singing like what almost sounds like a story. In the way of olden bards and their ballads, you hear a very cryptic almost song of the sands of time moving forward, blades clashing, and yet the events that are being told in this song are completely foreign to you.
Is Arlo within not earshot, like within the personal space, so to speak, like 4 feet-ish of this individual
I
yet?
would say you're like in like 10 to 15.
Okay. So then, as they get closer, they'd probably like lift a hand in like a salute of sorts, more so kind of testing to see if they are permitted to get any closer to them or if anything stops them.
No, nothing. She seems very warm, very welcoming, and like almost like nods at you to beckon you to come closer.
Noticing that, as she gets closer,
Hey, so do do we know each other?
Well, I can't very well say that we do, but I can't say that I don't know you. It's like fate, in a way, has brought us together. It's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Eliwick Tumblestrum, but my friends just call me Tumblestrum. And she holds out a hand to you.
Hello there, Tumblestrum.
and Arlo will extend a hand.
Arlo. You said it's fate that we've met?
I do believe it is. I don't have any other reason to believe it wouldn't be.
And here I thought I just happened over here because a friend was looking for some funnel cake. Care to fill me in?
In what regard?
Kind of like 404 blank, like blink stares for a quick second, because like I imagine, given the nature of what Arlo is, if her eyes could move individually on their own, they would.
Like frog blinking?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Well, I guess you said that it's fate that we've met here, and so I'm kind of wondering what circumstances gave you that idea?
Roll me an insight check.
okay.
Ooh.
I'm so glad you said that, because the follow-up was going to be, can I roll history? Do I know this woman?
A 9?
You see her eyes flick down for a second. You're not sure why or how, but something in reference to something on your person before her eyes dart back up towards you.
On her person or on mine?
On your person.
Oh,
I look, I don't mean to be rude. You'll have to understand, I haven't been in Witchlight for a while. I was like literally, it's probably been my first time here in literal maybe years. I'm not trying to offend you. Let's just say there's a lot I don't remember. and I am apparently not the only one.
There are
Could you
many things
start
that
from the beginning?
we could. But there are things that are changing. Things always change with time, do they not?
I mean, yes, that things do consistently change, but if possible, if we have some sort of significance to each other, it'd be nice to remember something for, well, a change.
I feel as though the better way for us to do this, for your benefit, the very least, what I have to say is not just for your ears. I'm aware that you've come with other companions, whether intentional or not. I would really appreciate if you brought them all over. We can have a chat together.
By all means,
And
is
it
this the
is
sort of
Oh, sorry.
sorry, it is in this moment that you do hear Arlo, like timing wise, that the champion of the cupcake eating contest has been crowned.
Would turn, like, do I hear, did they announce, like, BB's name, or just that the winner is?
Just like you hear the same thing that was before, like you hear the alarm go off and you hear you know, our winner is R, and you turn around and watch as this
Okay.
halfling woman hands BB a giant ass cupcake.
Oh, okay then. So then, in that case, Arlo will go from looking wide-eyed at the cupcake and how are they even going to transport that? Looking back at Tumblestrum.
You make a fair point. Is this the sort of conversation that should probably happen here? Or is there somewhere else on the ground you'd like for us to meet you?
No, this is totally fine. I don't think there's any other reason why we should go elsewhere. It's not like people are actively paying attention, and it's not like there's anything that I have to offer in ill faith. Unless, of course, a difference can be said of yours.
No, I'm literally here just to help people find things they've lost and enjoy some festivities. Give me a moment, if you will.
And she will slowly make her way back, I guess, first towards Zinky and Cardamom. And when she gets to them, basically,
He won?
He sure did.
Yeah.
Like,
What?
you wouldn't believe the capacity on that little guy.
BB just kind of looks over and gives like a thumbs up, and then immediately like doubles over like a.
Cardamom gives a thumbs up back. Yeah. 2 thumbs.
There it is. There it is.
So that was disgusting.
Where are we even going to? You know what? Not the point. His prize.
looks for Cash.
Cash is just sitting there next to BB, watching him just kind of make a mess and be like, that's not surprising. Kind of gets out one of his probably some kind of handkerchief or something, and just kind of passes it off so he doesn't have to look.
Worth noting, in case I miscommunicated the gag, I didn't want to actually do that. He's just kind of like doubling over, but like there's a hand over his mouth, like he's holding it together, but like barely.
His tummy hurty.
Tummy hurty.
He's going to preemptively give the handkerchief over just in case.
BB just kind of like silently nods.
You gonna be okay there, BB?
Oh, I'm sure I'll be. Whoo, I'll be fine. I'll be great. It's a carnival. I'm having a great time. Definitely expected to do all of these things tonight.
Perhaps this place might serve some sort of spiced ginger thing. But if you think you can hold it together, looks over to Cash. That friend I mentioned to you earlier, name's Tumblestrom, says she'd like to speak with us.
Yeah. I guess whenever you want to lead the way.
That sounds great. Not moving for a little bit sounds great to me.
Before walking away, since I imagine there's probably a menu in this place, does it look like they serve a beverage that isn't going to have BB running to the bathroom in a sugar struggle?
I mean, they do have water. They do have water.
Like something of the maybe like the ginger variety for the tummy.
You are making me consult the tomes. Give me just a moment.
If not, no worries. It can always be something as a joke, like later on that they just happen upon.
I have a legitimate question. Because there is stuff here that isn't just straight up like nectar. How are you in the market for sparkling juice and or non-alcoholic wine?
You know, if it's like sparkling apple cider, that might help BB's tummy, maybe? If BB drinks that?
It is. Your options are evening berry wine, which is a non-alcoholic wine, and fairy bell nectar. And water.
That second one sounds a little heavy.
Both of
I
those
wish you just
sound
got him
like
water.
Yeah, actually, cardamom, you're right. That everything else will probably make it worse.
Then just passes along the water.
Yeah, BB's
Let's
just
go, I
like
guess.
nodding and just like sipping and following the group.
And we'll escort them back.
Yeah, though she is not singing in this moment, the strumming of the lute resumes, and Cardamom, there is this moment as you turn and you look and you see this woman's face, and for a moment, Cardamom is not Cardamom the adult, the woman in her middle ages. For the moment, Cardamom is small. Cardamom, the child, stands at a much different orchard with different tables, different tents, a different, stall, instead serving probably something else. Your memory is a little fuzzy, but you remember this music and you remember that face. You remember her face.
She takes a moment and she wipes her eyes. I've heard this one before. It's a good one. Really brings you back, real nostalgic.
You've heard it before?
Oh, long time ago. Long time ago.
Well, I'm happy to play it for you on another go.
I'd love to hear it. And she wipes her eyes again because, that's just the thing. And has a seat over by Tumblestrom.
Yeah, absolutely. And do the rest of the four of you join?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
100%.
So I hear.
So I hear the 5 of you are looking for lost things. I think it's fate that we all should meet.
So you seem to know us, but we, well, say for this one over here, points over to Arlo. We don't seem to, well, I just say Arlo and Cardamom. We don't seem to know you, though.
My name is Eliwick Tumblestrum. My friends call me Tumblestrum. It's a pleasure to meet you. Cash, isn't
I
it?
knew that.
Yeah. Kind of very hesitantly holds out a hand to
She
shake.
shakes it. She shakes it.
So now, my question then is, how do you know us?
It's a bit of a funny thing, that is. Right? There are many things to know and many things to wonder about. Let's just say that you all are exactly where and when you need to be in time. And it just so happens that because you happen to be exactly where you need to be, that I was able to find you and, well. Go ahead and roll me an insight check, Cash.
Okay. Nice.
$24. You notice that her eyes dart to the ticket in your hand and then back up to you.
And kind of holds it up, and it's just kind of to put it a little bit more on display for the rest. These didn't happen to be your doing, were they?
Guilty as charged.
Well, before I can officially thank you, I do want to ask, what's the, I don't want to say what's the rub.
What do you mean?
In my line of work, most folks kind of go tit for tat, so to speak. Most folks don't typically give a lot of these types of things out of exclusively the goodness of their hearts. So just kind of wanted to get on the same page and see what we're owing you.
Oh, you're not owing me anything. Just like I mentioned to your friend Arlo here. You just happen to be exactly where you need to be when you need to be. And if you're going to do great things, it's important that you have access to all open doors. It's impossible to go forward if the door you need to open is, well, quite genuinely slammed shut in your face.
So we're here for a purpose then, not just picking up laundry.
I mean, perhaps laundry is part of that, is it not?
Well, I mean, I gotta find that before the night's over.
There are many things to be found.
BB, I think, like furrows his brows and like looks over at everyone else and then looks at Tumblestrum and clears his throat and goes, yes, so while that sounds fine and all and wonderful and everything, And while I've had a great time with my newfound friends here in this extremely mysterious and somewhat anxiety-inducing situation I find myself in, I think you might be at least a little bit mistaken, because I don't intend on doing anything great and never have, and quite honestly never will. I just kind of wanted to go to a carnival and then go home and live the rest of my life kind of like usual.
Annette, are you implying that you...
Well, I mean, doing great things is pretty cool too. You know,
I mean,
you gotta
it's not
admit.
it's not that it's not pretty cool. I just I don't know. I mean, you see, let's be frank with each other. You all see me. You kind of know where I'm coming from, right, gang?
I mean, between the two of us, I mean, which of us won the little contest back there?
Yes, but those were just cupcakes. Those were cupcakes. It's sometimes hardly a great thing, you know.
I don't know. The way I see
You're
it...
just kind of smiling, just kind of egging him on.
The way I see it, many things can be great, even if they are small. And,
I didn't
sorry.
really mention my size. I didn't really mention my size, but I guess, I guess I can be great. You know what? Continue. I'm sorry. You continue. I want to know.
At this point, Ellie will look at Arlo. I didn't want to interrupt your questions earlier. If you would like to continue asking, you're welcome to do so now that the 5 of you are all together.
Right. So basically, I was wondering what it is that, or I guess if you could start at the beginning, why you know us, but you kind of already said you finally found us because we're where you needed us to be, but I don't even remember how I left this place to begin with or got left, so
There are many mysteries to be unfolded, of which I can only imagine, and I'm sure you yourself are just as wandering and wondering in the spaces in between. As for how I know you, Arlo, I know you because you used to work here. Same with your friend Senki. You're familiar faces. However, for the rest of you, well, let's just say all 5 of you have a little spark in you. And I'd like to see that flourish to become something bigger, something greater.
that's. Huh. I
would like Arlo to possibly be able to roll something to see if the ticket booth person remembered who Arlo was, because it seemed like they recognized Zenki, but at this point, Eliwick's the only one that said that she remembers Arlo.
Roll me a history check.
Okay. Do.
Oh.
Nat
Whoa.
2021.
Yeah, he did seem to recognize
Ooh.
you.
Huh. So
Mhm.
you're the Tumblestrom, you're the second person here. You're the second Connie that actually remembers that I was even here.
Of course I do. There are many things to remember in this carnival.
Dude. So then, do you know how I was left? Or
That I
why?
couldn't tell you. No, unfortunately, and I'm so sorry to disappoint. There truly are many wondrous things of this carnival, and there are only few and far between that I am aware of. Unfortunately, no.
No, that's understandable. It was. There's no way it would be that easy.
And
Eliwick will look at Zenki as well. Were you also left?
No, I left on my own accord.
Oh, how wonderful. The very least you weren't lost in trying to find your way.
Mm.
She's gonna insight you on that sound you just made.
Wait, which one of us? We both made a sound.
Specifically you, Zenki. You made a sound. She's gonna insight you. You are welcome. If you are trying to hide your thoughts, deception. If you are trying to convince her of something, persuasion.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do a deception because I don't know, but I'll do a deception roll.
Ooh. So you do beat her roll. What does she read from you on a 23 deception?
She reads the fact that he's just like, he's giving her a warm look like, yeah, I do recognize you too, but that's about it. That's all you're getting out of me, pretty much. That's all I can really think of him for right now at the moment. Exactly, too.
Yeah. Well, I do hope that in your time here you've been enjoying the festivities. It's early in the evening.
It is pretty early. Yes. What are you gonna be? Are you just gonna be hunkered down here?
Oh, I'll be about. Here, there, everywhere. Hither, thither, yonder. You know. I'm not actually a performer here, so I'm not exactly bound to any one location. But I do really enjoy this orchard.
Okay.
Oh, the cupcake contest's got to be a good show.
Absolutely. You'd be surprised what kind of tomfoolery always gets up. And they do host it every hour. It's very impressive.
Outstanding.
Can Arlo insight the I'm not really a performer here. I can go wherever.
Sure.
Of note, she's specifically looking for I'm not a performer here, as in I'm not a witchlight hand, or I'm not bound to performing at the orchard. I can perform in other areas of the carnival.
Sure.
You know what? I'm rolling that D4.
Okay.
Because this feels important.
Okay.
Do it.
From the squirrel.
Sure.
So 14.
On a 14, you cannot read intent there, unfortunately. You are uncertain. She seems incredibly vague and obtuse, almost as if it's on purpose.
Huh. So then in that case...
Tumblestrum, you just said you're not found here? So, like, you said you recognize Inky and I because we worked here. Don't you work here too?
That sure is a question, isn't it? Working here, as if I'm assuming to imply a belonging to the carnival. In a way, all of us do we not? And yet, some of us do not.
Guys, just gonna kind of lean over towards Arlo. Hello, part-timers here?
God, is that something that Arlo would know? I feel like in character she'd know if part-timers or full-timers
She would know that
were a
part-time's
thing.
not a thing. How could part-time be a thing when you're literally plane hopping?
Exactly. Okay. I didn't want to metagame,
Nope,
so I was
nope,
like, is
nope.
that something
I mean,
Arlo would have been privy
hey,
to?
it's a good question. It's a good question, but like, given what Arlo knows, like, how is that possible? Like, how is that actually a feasible thing? You're not sure.
Without
If it is, you would love to know how that works.
So without even whispering at all, but responding to Cash, but looking directly at Tumblestrom.
No, pot timing isn't really a thing here. The carnival hops between planes, remember? You're a part-timer. Just imagine trying to figure out when you should be here for your shift and when you shouldn't. You'd still basically have to live in the carnival, and yeah, I imagine that probably wouldn't fly. Which,
Cash is just gonna kind of shrug. Fair enough.
by that I mean,
Looks back to, or never looked away, I guess.
Yeah.
Tumblestrom, I get that to some extent. Once we're all here, we're kind of part of the carnival in some way, shape, or form. But I technically worked, like, for the carnival. But if you can come and go as you please, and the carnival consistently changes planes when it leaves a place, that would cause some sort of complication. And you said you can come and go as you please, which means you're able to find this.
Things are not always so black and white, now are they? There are many mysteries, many things happening that we just might not know the full extent of.
There are things that I feel like Arlo would do, but it's not going to help the situation for information.
Yeah? Yeah?
She is dealing with a guru. There's no amount of arcana checks that won't make this whole place light up like a Christmas tree.
Yep.
So she's just gonna leave it alone.
That's fair. That's fair.
Well, since you seem to have a better grasp on this situation than we do, perhaps you could advise us of a direction. We are trying to help someone else here find a lost cub. So perhaps on one journey we might find more answers. Have you, in your travels, seen a lost displacer cub?
Of that, I cannot say. I don't know of which you speak.
Can I insight that?
Yeah.
That's a 19.
On a 19, what are you trying to garner from this insight check?
Truth be told, I think BB's kind of feeling that like similar like fire that he felt during the competition, but in a much different way here. Kind of mounting as like listening to Arlo talk to Tumblestrom, just like, why isn't Arlo just getting, like, people should be upfront with information that they have for other people and they shouldn't hide it for no reason. And BB kind of functioning off of this like assumption that he's kind of gone off of his whole life is starting to get frustrated. So I think as she says, you know, I'm not really sure what you're talking about, or like I don't know this cub. BB's like, that feels like strangely in line with the veiled word she's been using, and is kind of trying to just like gut check whether or not that is like a lie or an obfuscation of sorts.
I will tell you this, on a 19, it seems like her being vague is intentional.
BB, I think, is going to narrow his eyes and lean forward, and he's going to grow very quiet. And he's going to say, I am not really sure if you actually do or don't know anything about this. I don't often go by my gut instinct, but I watch people every day in the humble little bookstore that I work at. I see many, many different emotions and thoughts cross their face. And this is someone's child we are speaking about. So, if there's any information you can be frank and truthful with, I would potentially advise you to do so.
Well, I'm very terribly sorry to hear that the child has gone missing. That's quite the distressing conundrum, is it not?
He just kind of narrows his eyes and leans back and is silent.
You do get the sense that that was genuine on that 19.
Okay.
Vague, sure, but genuine.
Okay.
Would it be safe to say that BB's frustration was noticeable to the others?
Yeah, no,
Or-
absolutely.
Okay.
Like that was a very like that was a totally different like face and sound that he's made at this carnival and like any of the time he spent near you guys.
Okay. I wanted to ask just because we've all obviously kind of just met, so was like,
Mhm.
want to make sure. So
Yeah, I think it was like a harsh enough change in tone that everyone is kind of like it like a cat like hairs standing on end, right? Like a ooh that was a little weird. Ooh.
So then noticing that and probably feeling a little bit of frustration themselves. Tumblestrom, I hate to sound possibly too forward or ungrateful for this interaction, because you haven't done us any harm. As far as I'm aware, we wish you no harm. But I feel like you asked me to go gather everyone in order to answer questions. And we haven't really, I guess, gotten answers that answer questions? Maybe I'm confused and like looks to the others like maybe someone else ask a question. Maybe she's not asking the right one sort of situation.
All right, well then, okay, maybe if we got a Spock in us, how are we supposed to find that? How are we supposed to find that, and how's that going to lead us around? You know? I don't know if that's going to be a very effective question. I'm very sorry, Alva. I'm trying my best here, kiddo.
I'm not a. Never mind. Just great question.
I think BB also speaks up and looks and locks eyes with Tumblestrom and goes, I also don't really think we've got any straight answers, if I'm being quite frank. And a very simple one I feel like I can ask is who bought my ticket? Who knew I was coming here and bought my ticket before I knew?
I did.
You what? Why? How do you know? What? Oh, I guess that was the first straight answer I feel like you've given us, but that's... BB just kind of starts stammering and looks like very taken off guard and dumbstruck.
You just happened to be in the right place at the right time, and I don't know. I wanted to make sure that all doors were open to you.
What doors? What doors do you mean? What doors are we talking about?
The metaphorical ones.
Super duper.
Exactly. Opportunities. Open avenues. Being able to move forward without setback or inhibition.
And I suppose if I ask you how you knew I was going to come here, the answer is going to wind its way back to something about being in the right time and place and having a spark, no?
You're getting it. You understand.
I don't think I am. I'm getting this interaction is I think what I would say.
She just smiles at you, and it's a very warm and comforting smile. Almost like the look of like a proud parent.
BB is just giving like do you guys know that one meme image of Tails where he's like really frustrated, his hands are up, but he doesn't know what to... That's, I think, the face exactly that BB's giving before he just stops saying anything.
I think some part of all of us, in some degree or form, have just the Arthur fist going in our brains.
Well, at this point, we only have but so much time here, and somehow I feel like this is not going to be the last time that we see you. So, I guess does anyone else have questions?
Yeah, actually. All right, this is... You can cut me off of Metal Pocket on this, but y'all are talking... What are planes? You're talking about jumping from one to another, but like, what even are they?
I would say above table, the only two people that would be familiar with this conversation, even remotely, and I would say even then it's very, very marginal, are Zenki and Arlo.
So I guess Arlo and Zinky lock eyes, just like who wants to do it.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, all right, I get it. It's not question and answer time for me. That's fine. That's fine. Y'all go on ahead. Listen, we really want to get over to that staff spot. You know, we got to go find them. The little misters. What's the names? Mr. Light, Mr. Witch. We got to go see if we can find those guys. Right? They're the ones that you think might have an idea.
Yeah.
I will say.
All right. So why don't we get our little patoots in gear? You know. Miss Tumblestrom, it was a pleasure seeing you again. That sounded very weird to say, but hopefully I'll get to hear you play that song one more time today.
Absolutely. I'll be here. I will be here all evening, and of course, if you have other questions or let's say you get lost and you need a little pointer, you're welcome to stop by.
I'd like that. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's a good thing. Kids?
Of course.
Well, not kids. It's all. Let's get rolling over here. Maybe we'll run into the sparks or something.
And
as we walk out, then sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
Arlo just would have, as they were walking out, I guess once she assumed they're not within earshot of Tumblestrom, would have probably pulled Cash just gently to the side while walking.
She said, come back here to find her if we're lost, but she didn't. We just asked her questions and she didn't have answers and we're lost. Does that strike you as odd?
Yeah, I know there's folks that tend to either keep their cards up their sleeve or a little close to the chest, and it seems like whatever reason they have to wanting us to come here is either something they want to just see how it plays out, or they aren't even sure whether or not we're the right ones. So maybe we're not even the first in line for whatever it is that they're looking to have us do.
Fair enough.
And I guess she'd keep walking, and like flipping a coin as she goes, just playing with it.
Just for my sake, where is it that you were planning on going?
I was content either following Arlo, and if Arlo didn't have an idea of where she wanted to go, I was probably going to make my way towards that northmost little lake area, that gondola slash Silver Song Lake.
Is that
Funny
where?
you.
Sorry.
No, please, you continue.
I was going to ask, is the party moving together? Is that where you all want to go? Or does the party want to split off and go in multiple places?
Not ready to split off, but Cardamom does want to go to the staff area that Dula mentioned.
So I will say definitely above game. Arlo wants to also go to the staff area, but noted that Dear Legrun told us we shouldn't go in there directly and we shouldn't get caught. So she circled a couple places on the map, and she did that because she's basically she needs to relay an idea that she has to Cash and see if Cash thinks that's a good idea as an approach to present to the others, like if it's even a feasible plan. Question is, do we have time for her to explain that plan?
Well, you mentioned that there was a spot that was kind of crossed out between the lake and either the staff area or the big top, and I'm assuming that means don't go that way. So if we were going to sneak around towards the staff area of any way or in any way, it would probably be between the big top and that whatever those stalls are there by that House of Illusions, I think.
So almost. She put the X. Actually, I mean, I guess I'll ask Sarah. Is you cool with me explaining this theory?
My question is, if this is something that you feel like the other characters should know, because if so, would you
Yes.
want to role play that out?
Yes, it's something I think that they would know as well, because we can't just rush into the staff area based on what
So I mean,
Dear Legrun told us.
if you wanna chat with your fellow adventurers, you're more than welcome to do so.
Gotcha. All right, so then I guess once we get to the front of the feasting orchard arch, Arlo would basically say,
All right, so I took out.
"You takes out the map, unfolds it.
All right, so Dilakran
Mentioned trying to kind of keep her voice down while talking to the party.
Dilakran mentioned that we might find answers if we visit a certain area of the park, but we can't exactly just waltz in there. I mean, Zenki and I might be able to get away with it, but very unlikely.
Yeah, I'm a middle-aged
Yeah.
lady. Give me a clipboard. I can sneak in anywhere.
Well,
No one
oh,
notices us.
goodness.
All right.
Well, on that note, I think that here
Points to the big top,
and here,
points to Silver Song Lake.
those might be the best two areas to try to get in. without necessarily being seen.
And then we'll point to an X that she put on the lake, and I will ping on the actual screen just in case. So, like,
Mhm.
somewhere around here-ish.
Mm.
I was thinking we could always go over to the lake, see if there's an attraction there. And if it's a boat ride or something, a couple people hop off. And there's enough coverage, possibly, at least if not get in, overhear some things.
Sounds a bit more clean than I've had a couple of missions to. What am I trying to say here? A little more clean of a mission than some that I've had in the past.
Maybe I think is holding the bridge of his brow and just kind of like rubbing it, looking up, and just being like, "Oh, yeah, what? Okay." So just like a quick question, like, what you two worked here? What are like consequences looking like if like things don't go well and like people kind of find out we're maybe like poking around places we shouldn't be?
I would say Zenki specifically, you
Mhm.
would have a better sense of this because you described yourself as more like a wandering performer around here. Go ahead and roll me a history check with advantage.
Will do. Will do. Come on, open up my thing, please. And don't stretch it that way. Thank you. Oof.
12. So, the thing about it, right, is that you remember folks are largely, especially not, customers, so to speak, are not supposed to go in the staff area, and they're not supposed to necessarily head into like the dressing area of the big top. You also get the sense that folks are even you also remember that folks are, regardless of whether or not they are like carnies or not, really shouldn't be hanging out around Witch and Light's wagon. That said, you don't really remember much of a punishment happening because most people don't get that far. People typically are not smart enough to get that far. Usually, in your experience, if there was like a customer or a person, snooping around, you remember especially like the big top. There's a couple of witchlight hands that are stationed in front of the staff area, in front of the employee quarters. You don't remember, though, how attentive those folks are, and you don't know if they're still the same folks that were there when you were last here.
It's pretty Loctite. It's not exactly easy to sneak around at all. Like, I've never even heard of anyone actually successfully getting in. No one really ever bothers to. And when they do, they end up getting, like, caught, maybe gently chided, and just shooed away. Is the best way I can describe that, I believe.
Oh, okay, that's good for me then. I no longer care. I wasn't sure if the punishment was like, I don't know, like death. People are kind of like cryptic in a weird way around here, and I just like I'm out of my element, gang. I don't know. I'm not really sure. I was kind of worried about some dire consequences. I'm
think
gonna be real.
I think the worst punishment you get is your ticket taken if you're a customer. But if you're a carny, I'm not 100% certain. See, I've thought about it, and honestly, I've gotten my places here and there, but it's never really crossed my mind to do that here. I don't really have anything to gain from that back when I was working here. But there might be repercussions if you were actually working as a witchlight hand here. But I'm not working as a witchlight hand here anymore.
You're just a regular customer now.
Exactly.
So then the consequences shouldn't be that bad. Like you said, slap on the wrist.
Perhaps, yes. And I think we've got some, I think I can assist in that a little bit. If we're really going to gun for that plan. Sorry. I'm sick
Honestly,
of what that squirrel blew in my face.
That is a mystery for sure. That said, I guess I'm not 100% that this would even work. I mean, also doesn't help that we have these.
And points to her back, the wings.
We have these. It's going to be easy to spot us from miles out at this point. So, hmm. I'll
I
give
did
this
kind of forget
idea
about
some.
those.
I do have an idea, but I wonder if it would work. And here I am speaking as Pepper. Would minor illusion work to hide those wings?
Let me consult the tomes.
Ooh, this is an important question.
This is interesting.
Speaking of, while I'm doing that, while I'm consulting the tomes, I would love all of you with advantage to roll me a perception check in this moment.
A perception check, okay.
Oh goodness, with advantage.
Bang, 18.
So only the ones who have an
23.
advantage roll?
Everyone has advantage on it, yep.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Ooh, that nat 20.
Ooh.
Nice.
So,
Nice. Very happy about that.
So all of you notice almost everyone around you, including Carnies, all seem to have these giant wings. And you get the sense, Senki, from what you remember, though you've never tried it, there is a magical element to these fake butterfly wings. Though, again, you aren't sure what it is, and you, as far as I'm aware, you haven't necessarily done anything in the past to experiment with it. You could always try.
That is true. You can always try. All right.
Oh, the
Who wants
fact that
to see if they can temporarily lose their wings for a minute? Shouldn't we hide somewhere else so we don't accidentally get you booted out immediately on sight?
Before that, Sarah, you said everyone, including the Carnies, have the wings?
Yep.
Ah, well, shit.
Well, do the Carnies have different wings?
Just like everyone else does, right? So like none of the five of you have the same wings. You notice that everyone around you seems to, at least that you see currently, everyone has their own set of wings that kind of complement them as people.
Okay.
So
I would guess
basically,
that they're
Girly
probably
seemed a
still
little
going to
worse to
be
wear.
pretty.
Like you'd been wearing them for a while, you know?
I guess it would
Part of
be
me wants
odd
to
then
think.
if we didn't have
No.
them.
So, as you all are kind of thinking about this, just for my clarification, is the plan for you to snoop around towards the lake, or do you guys plan to head towards the big top to snoop?
Well, I mean, Blake's right there.
I was gonna say my vote's going for the lake.
All right, let's go to the lake.
Alrighty. And as the five of you mull over your preliminary thoughts of what you would like to do and how you might go about this, with the destination in mind, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Yeah.
All right.
Good session, y'all.
I had a great
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you for GMing.
Playing. Thank you for
Indeed.
playing. Why don't we start going around the horn and de-introducing ourselves? Why don't we just start with Punky? Punky Clary.
Hello, everybody. It's still me, Leon S. Kennedy. No, I'm kidding. I'm Punky. I'm also known as Clary. I'm also known as BB. Who can find me on my Twitch channel, Punky_O_O. I have not started streaming yet, but hopefully that will happen soon. Otherwise, you can find me here every other Saturday for The Lost and the Found. You can find me on a Musing Thalia's channel on most Mondays. And maybe some other places sometime soon. Who knows? I'm also on Blue Sky. You can find me there at Punky, PUN-KI. And that's about it. I think. Thank you for having me, Saris.
Yeah, thank you for being here. Next up, we got Trinket.
Once again, yeah, I'm Trinket. You can find me you can find all my socials on trinketwitchcreations.card.co. Otherwise, you can check any social with some variation of the Trinket Witch. And you'll find me here every other Saturday with the Lost and the Found.
Thank you as well for being here. Next up, we got Pepper.
Yo. Hi. It's me, Pepper, Cheshire Cat Nekomata VTuber, who streams on Twitch, but we'll be actively streaming again soon. I was supposed to stream this month, but stuff got in the way. But maybe you could try again in March. Regardless, if you want to find me, you can find me on Blue Sky, here, YouTube. Trying to figure if there's any other places that I would actually actively do stuff. But hey, if you're interested in me being a variety streamer, or you just are a fan of Alice in Wonderland, go ahead and poke me or hit me up or so. Just come and watch me.
And Zai. Sorry?
No, go ahead.
And Zai.
Well, hello, everyone. I'm Zyme. Some folks call me Zai. You can catch me here and on Instagram at ZymeSite, and here being Twitch, and everywhere else like Blue Sky, YouTube, all that jazz at Zyme. Sometimes it's just easier to go to zyme.card.co and you'll find everything. I had the privilege of playing Arlo today with these lovely beans. I'll be here 2 Saturdays from now, potentially, if birthday shenanigans wrap up appropriately, to play more with them. And on my alternate Saturdays, I'll be over on One Burnout Vaughn's channel with the Saved by the Spell crew to play Baldur's Gate 3 for the first time. We're exploring a dungeon.
That's a cute name, Saved by the Spell. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
it's our Strixhaven curriculum of chaos game. Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Monday, I'm probably gonna be playing RE9. Why? Leon dating sim basically for me, enough said.
I love that for you. I do.
It's the little things in life, and that's a whole lot of little things, so I'm gonna take it. Wednesdays, might be playing the Hellbound Hell Mode run of Onimusha 2, but again, second verse same as the first. RE9 is out. I might be playing that. Thursdays, Thirsty Thursdays for Hades 2. We're, trying to beat up Grandfather Time. And Friday, Fistful of Friday, where we usually play fighting games and beat 'em ups. But I might be playing Monster Hunter Wilds. For reasons. And yeah, Sunday is Slep. That is me. Thank you for having me for games.
Yes, thank you. And also, because I almost forgot to say it, thank you as well, Pepper, for being here. And last but certainly not least, Net, where can they find you?
All right. Well, I'm Net. Well, also Nettie, if you prefer. I don't really do an awful lot of social media, but if you want to find me, I am on Tumblr as Hamster Gal. I also am part of the Non-Productive Comedy Network, where I do work with occasionally I'm in the movie nights. I'm also part of the staff for the Tuesday night show, The Geeks of Wrath, and also the writer's room for that, which is also on Tuesdays. You can find more information for that on nonproductive.com/geeks of wrath. Also, I want to say thank you to everybody else here for being such a great team to play with. And to Saris for encouraging me to actually go ahead and try doing this, because it was something that I always thought about but never actually tried because I figured it wasn't really for me. And, you know, maybe
Yeah.
it is. Maybe it is.
I'm happy you're here. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
And
Hey.
yeah, you can find me all over the internet at TiXDiXL. Did a lot of people streams. You can find me at the Amusing Thalia's channel on Mondays. Find me at Distortion Devil's channel on Fridays. You can find me here on alternating Saturdays and on Burnout Vaughn's channel alternating Saturdays and Sundays depending on the week. Again, thank you all for being here, and thank you for everyone in chat sticking around and hanging out with us while we play some Dungeons and Dragons. And I have already found us somebody to raid. We need a raid message.
Ooh. Well, what are they playing?
They're not playing. They're doing D&D prep right now, as we're going to go raid friend of the channel, Skeleton Alpha.
Alpha.
Tell them the carnival
Alrighty.
wishes them well. I'm going to bed.
Yep, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm on the East Coast, y'all. It's very late for
Oh,
me.
yeah, we could just say
shoot.
we could just say nerd in all caps as our raid message.
There you
Let's
go.
do that.
Nerd.
All right, folks. I'm sending you out of here. Thanks again for being here, and treat Skelly with some love. He deserves it. Have a good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Peeps.
And have a
Bye-bye.
wonderful night.